need to clean that.
There you go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Powerwash Simulator. Daniel's taking the guest spot today, as Greg is still sick, and says he's not coordinated enough to play this game.
Hooray! Well, Greg, you're on chat duty then today.
Yeah, Greg, question. Did the rain help at least knock most of the pollen off the ground? Since it rained a lot yesterday?
Don't know, he says.
Did you get this moving again?
There is a giant red button
Jesus.
over here, my friend. Did
you
just say something about Jesus? I've been bedridden most of the day.
It didn't rain today. It rained yesterday, my guy.
Yeah, it was raining a lot. Like, well, yesterday.
It rained pretty hard yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's some internal damage to one of my windows, so I gotta figure out where that came from and schedule a repair.
Hooray. How the heck did you not notice, Greg?
Yeah, I don't know how you don't notice the rain, 'cause you're at least gonna hear it. Oh, this thing needs to be cleaned.
I mean, I act surprised, but I also acknowledge this is Greg, and I don't understand how the mind of a Greg works.
True.
It's like the internet mechanisms of Patrick's mind are an enigma.
Oh, yeah. Is this cleaned yet?
The issue. But, let's see. I do have a kind of topic to talk about.
Helldiver's shitting on itself?
Well, no. Though...
Because, my God, you want to kill a community, that's a way to kill a community.
I mean, they understood the assignment, but man, they were bad at math.
Good job, Sony.
Good job, Sony. You know exactly how to not make money.
Yeah, anyway, they know how to not make money so hard they're refunding players where the game is now no longer available.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to have to stop the thing when it gets to a certain level, so prepare for that. Wait on this one here to come down.
Well, anyway, so the thing I wanted to talk about was that Molly Zhang released a video, like, going over Caleb Yen's account, right?
Oh, God. Did she do an account review?
Well, not quite an account review, but just, like, looking at the character showcase.
Oh, boy.
And so I don't really want to talk about it too much, right? Because it's not my account, nor am I friends with Caleb Yen or any of the voice actors or anything.
No, I just look at them on Twitch.
Yeah, but so I was watching it, right?
Yeah.
And I was distinctly so remember when we were starting Genshin again? So like I was getting back into it.
And like Sumeru, yeah.
No, not even Sumeru. Like way back in the day when we were
like when we actually started playing Genshin.
Yes, when we first started playing before Inazuma was fully out yet.
Right.
Right? And we were all trying to get to Inazuma. Well, I was because I just gotten Raiden.
Oh yeah, you had no maths.
Still trying to beat what was it? Leeway, right?
Yeah. Oh, that did it.
And then remember how when you were trying to do the end of the main quest, you couldn't because like you were complaining, "Oh, child is too hard" and stuff. And then like you tried 3 times, nearly gave up, and I said, "Okay, well, give me your account. I'll look at it."
Right.
Looking at Caleb Yen's like characters and his responses to why the characters were problematic in X, Y, and Z fashion, I was distinctly reminded of looking at your account before I started farming for you and just being like, oh god.
Hey, look, I'm doing 1500 damage. That's a lot, right? No.
You can level these relics?
You can do this thing with this? Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was just like, oh no.
Man. So he's just me.
Yes, he is.
Great, I am the trailblazer. I'm the trailblazer.
Without me to help farm for you.
Yeah.
It means you guys are our Molly and Caleb. That's horrifying.
That's bad and funny.
Well, at least to be fair, Matt, you have gotten better about it.
Well, I just farm whatever the fuck you tell me to farm.
Well, yes, but at least you do that.
Hey, there we go.
as far as I can tell, Caleb doesn't even do that,
Oh man.
which is why I'm just like, how? Oh yeah, I was watching him.
Man gets
play.
paid by Star Rail, doesn't play Star Rail,
Oh yeah, so
which is hilarious.
so you know how he
There we
has
go.
like an E6 inhibitor Lunai.
Right, yeah.
So he was also using that against Sam because he got to Penacony's the first
2.0
Sam
arc?
fight. What?
The 2.0 fight.
Yeah, so he got to Sam, right?
Okay.
And I was there watching this. And I was like, okay, so he's gotten to Sam. Surely he's got something going on, right?
Right.
I check his team. It's Imbiber Lune.
Not a bad option.
Locha.
Okay.
Fushuan. And Preservation Trailblazer.
Like with the lance?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that team supposed to even do?
And mind you, he does have like a sparkle.
Okay.
And well, he basically has everybody but Ho-Ho, right? So he has the potential for options.
Right.
Oh, Greg says I have no idea what this team's supposed to do either. So he has options, but he's using triple sustain, right? And so he goes into the fight. He uses like Fushuan's skill, which takes half the or like a portion of the damage that your allies would take and gives it to Fushuan instead.
Oh boy, she must have died super fast.
Yeah, so I think like Sam did the stomp into the fire stream one time and Fushuan insta died.
Yeah, that sounds like Fushuan when you don't do
and
that.
And then
oh my god, did no one clean this?
And yeah, I think like it was just a mess all around.
That sounds like a fun stream.
Like somehow he beat Sam too, and I have no idea how.
So he beat Sam using the equivalent of like Ito's deck from Genshin.
More or less.
This
like I genuinely have no idea how the man beat Sam because like I looked at his like so many of his things are just not leveled at all.
Are they like level like 4 trace mats and shit?
Well, so trace mats are like hovering between at most 3 out of 10, right?
Okay.
At best. But his relics are like zeros across the board.
Okay. Oh boy.
And I'm just like, oh my god, how are you even killing? Oh yeah, he's also Equilibrium 2, I think, which is maybe why he's not insta-dying so much, but I'm just like, how?
I love that these people get paid by Helio and they don't play the game.
How did he win any fight?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how do you get like all the way to Penacony with that team?
I think it's like the Equilibrium 2
MC luck bullshit. MC bullshit. MC luck. Yeah, literally MC luck. How does he beat the Mooks, Greg? I do not know how he beats anything with that squad.
I don't even think he fights Mooks.
That's probably why he doesn't have any trace materials. Man needs Acheron, so you can just press E.
He has Acheron. Here's Acheron's level 1.
What?
With nothing on her.
Why is Acheron level 1? Acheron is cracked as shit.
I mean, to be fair, he has a Sparkle level 1, too.
Dude, those are like top tiers. Why are you using Trailblazer?
Well, I mean, look.
Besides being able to hear yourself,
so I would give him a pass.
I know, but like it's like use at least Sparkle and Acheron on that squad.
Here's the thing, though. No, here's the thing. He also has
excuse me,
like E6 Imbibitor, right?
Yeah.
Who's not built,
right?
But he doesn't have full Preservation Trailblazer Eidolons.
No, I don't think I do either. To be fair.
Well, yeah, but you can buy those from the Shinjo from just adventuring around.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You can just buy. Where do you buy those in
No,
the Xianzhou Lafu again? Where do you buy those?
there's like the same thing from the Bellabog thing somewhere, or
I'm
it's
gonna
like
go
in the main hub.
double check my preservation trailblazer on my phone while we do this, because I want to go make sure I've done that. Because I feel like I haven't.
I'm pretty sure you haven't, which is why I was going to do it at some point, but that's besides the point.
Change this to the long extension. There we go. Okay, that's clean now. There we go.
Some of the pod frames aren't done. What's that mean? Oh,
Like the edge. Alright, Starro, come here. Is it like... Which shop is it at in Lafu?
it's like near one of the.
Is it near that guy that like tells all the really long... He's basically Zhang Li, where he just tells long-ass stories?
Yeah, it's near that.
Like the
guy,
bookman?
Well, it's somewhere near there, I think. There should be a shot that says something about shales or something, and the guy's
Shales.
like,
Ah!
and the guy's like, hey, look at all my wares.
I'm going to that real quick. Give me a minute to also look and see what we need to take. What is there left to clean here? I think you got something. Let's see.
I got.
There's two A-frames. Yeah, there's platform trims. There's one left with the platform trim. I think the platform is the main. Is like the floor.
I mean, take a step back and look, I guess.
I'm trying to see what's blinking.
Because we're missing a post, but I don't see any posts.
I'm just hitting tab a lot.
Honestly, at this point, like, you need to use the.
Oh, Daniel, there's a thing here. Look here. Look here. Look down at the. Look down here. Hit tab.
There. Yeah.
There we go. You saw that, and I was like, oh. Now I'm gonna check the rest of these. Yeah, this one too. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Okay, now he's the three left.
Yeah, there's a post still that I haven't been able to find.
It's gotta be one of these things, right?
No, the posts are like the barbershop looking.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Well, actually, hold on. I can just like hover over them all and see.
Where are the posts? There's one post.
Yeah, I know. The problem is that
How's it literally one? That's freaking stupid. Looking for what's blinking.
I can't figure out the one that is the issue though, because they all say that they're done.
One postman, thanks, Greg. Is that a fire over there?
That's a volcano.
Oh.
Surely that's not a problem or anything.
We have to clean the volcano. Don't worry about the pyroclastic flow. Why am I in Ron Mays? Why am I at the bug?
Because I was going to do Echo War for you, but I ran out of
So it's in Starsky of Haven, and is it the... No. Where's the shop? Is it the guy that's like... No, there's a vending machine. Sleepless Earl? Is it Sleepless Earl? That's a T1.
I think
that's
near,
with Bang Ming.
It's near that.
Grocery store owner? Sales by?
Maybe.
I'm checking. Vending machine. Here, I'll check. Oh. No! I wanted to go back. I don't want to go there. Crap. Just teleport me to this nearest thing to this.
I mean, it should also tell you that there's a material percentage that you have or something.
Yeah,
I think.
What the hell?
I literally can't tell which post is the one that's missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, hold on a minute. I'm counting
upstairs?
9 posts. No,
Might be upstairs.
That doesn't make sense. This is a Ferris.
Oh, collect. Thank you for the Otherworldly Delight prologue.
9.
Mr. Jian. All right, cool.
Wait, what? That's a post. That's stupid.
Nice. Where's the shop?
Oh no, that was pods, not posts.
All right, Meng Meng, come here. I want to talk to you.
No, Meng Meng is not the person you need to talk to.
All right. Well, I'm just.
Look, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then you need to.
I can buy Startaro bubbles. Confirm.
Matt, please stop and focus on your own damn stream.
All right. Well, I bought a thing, but it's not the thing I need. Where is the other? Where's the star? The star support poles is one of these stupid things.
Oh my god.
I'm
Too late,
looking
we
at
lost
this.
them. Yeah, well, I guess it's just you and us, Greg, or you and
What is
me,
this?
Greg, for the people that are actually streamers here.
I fell!
Good job! Star support pole. So, no. That, no. Oh, it's one of those stupid things. Oh, god damn it.
Oh, is it one of like the
It's one of the black parts, or two of the black parts are the star support poles. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I need a better angle on that.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
I don't know why this one's not clean yet, though. Ow.
Ow.
Oh, I must have missed the front. That's
Got that.
Alright.
Alright, platform trims are left. Almost
Now,
done
which
here.
one's the platform trim?
I don't know. Let's click on it.
Oh, it's over here.
Where? Let me see. Oh, this. Oh, is it really just this? Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's, oh, there we go. Alright. Superstar. Earn 150 stars in career mode. Excellent. Alright.
Hooray.
Hooray.
That's around the stairs. Thank you, Greg. Alright, where to next?
I don't know. I'm waiting for this to load. Holy crap, that took forever to clean. Look at that, chat. Jesus. The subway platform. Ew.
Alright, well, let's go.
Ew. Yeah, so it's not
Don't worry, it looks worse when you get close to it.
Excellent.
Okay. Are you ready to watch something amazing?
Yes.
Alright. Look here.
Okay. What am I supposed to be looking at?
The ground.
But like, why? You just cleaned it.
Yes, look at the difference.
Jesus.
Yeah. So anyway.
I'll do the other side.
Yeah, we got a lot to clean here.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go.
Actually, wait, if you have 150 stars, maybe you should check the shop and see if the triple nozzle is there or not.
There's a triple nozzle?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, one sec. Let me just finish this line. Shop.
Triple nozzle. I mean, you're
mods?
not streaming. You're not streaming it to Discord, so I can't help you in real time. Great. You got to check equipment.
I see the extensions.
I mean, look, it'll be very obvious if it's there, so it's probably not there yet.
Greg, do you see anything in
Greg says no, it's not there yet. So I guess we'll have to just keep doing some stuff first.
That's fair.
Oh, right, the top is a light.
Let me clean this light. I want to see what this is. What the fuck? Look at this clock. Holy shit.
A dirty clock is right twice a day or something. But yeah, we're gonna be here for a while, so got any other topics to talk about?
Helldivers is basically killing itself. We could talk about Helldivers.
Well, yeah.
So,
But,
what were you gonna say? Sorry, I cut you off.
no, I was gonna say we already kind of knew this from the last day, but what new development?
So, apparently, they were like, hey, you're gonna need a PSN account to play the game now. It was optional beforehand, but we're making it required now because the publisher told us to, and the publisher happens to be Sony. So basically, everyone's like, what the hell, man? Why do I need a PlayStation account? They're like, What was optional before, we made it optional because of like technical issues, but now we fixed the technical issues. Now we're making it required. And so Helldivers has gone from overwhelmingly positive on Steam to overwhelmingly negative in like 2 days.
Yeah.
And apparently some people are like, hey, PlayStation Network doesn't exist in my country. What am I supposed to do? And they're like, one of the community managers said on Twitter, I don't know. Which is a great sign. The fact that even the community manager's like, dude, I don't know. And apparently they were trying to get a hold of Sony, but apparently in Japan's like a big holiday weekend this weekend. So no one's going to be in that office till like Wednesday, and apparently some places in Japan are just closed the entire week, so we might not get anything till like not even next week.
This was all planned.
Yeah, well actually it was. He said, yeah, a few years it was planned, but like it only became a requirement like a few months ago.
Well, no, I mean it was planned that they would cause a problem and then immediately all leave.
Apparently, probably. But yeah, so there's oh my god, this door. So like, yeah, it's the Helldivers community is having a problem, which sucks because the game, people really, really enjoyed that game, and now you need a PlayStation account for no reason. Even if you're not ever going to do crossplay, you need a PlayStation account. Because it does have crossplay, like PlayStation users can play with PC users.
It's because Sony has no idea what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
They're just a small indie company.
True. It's not like they don't make TVs and everything. Just like Activision, they're a small indie company worth only $70 billion. Well, Sony isn't worth that, but Activision was. How much is Sony worth? Sony's market cap. Alexa,
if we're talking about
what is the market cap for Sony?
Sounds exactly like Sony, yes.
They're worth $170 billion, Sony. Right. Definitely a small indie company. Christ.
But yeah, I'm also thinking that if they make TVs, then that explains a lot, because who the fuck makes TVs in this day and age?
Sony, LG, Samsung, Amazon, Walmart.
Oh, they're all fools. You should make more computer stuff instead.
Actually, Sony makes the best TVs. Like
yeah,
Sony and Samsung
how much
own
usage
the market.
All those TVs are getting in the computer age.
Great, Daniel. Most people still use a console. Look at the console sales. Like most people still buy TVs. Like my dad, the TVs that we had in our office, we got rid of them and gave them for employees to purchase if we wanted to. The funny thing is, you who bought all those TVs, like originally in the first place, me. So they're all TVs that I'm like, I like this TV. You know who designed?
Those people are clearly not me. Yes.
Yeah. You know who designed the workstation that I bought from work? Me. So I technically bought my own computer, more or less. Like I'm like, oh yeah, this is the best processor and this is the best graphics card and this amount of RAM is good. And they went, oh okay. So like legit, the recommendations that I said, I'm like, here you go, and they're like, cool, buy that. So, yay. Next time I go to, never mind. Next time I go into the local computer shop near me, I gotta ask them to discontinue that account for the office and just migrate everything over to mine. Like all the discounts.
Yes, migrate all the funds over to you.
There's no funds. It's just like a % off. It's like, and it builds over time. Like it's like usually 1%, but like it can go higher if.
It can go up to 2%. Oh my god!
I think the max is like 5 to 10%. I'm not sure, but chat, it's not a micro center. We don't have a micro center near me. We're getting one, but we don't have any near me. It's hilarious. I don't know why we don't have a micro center in the area. Why are they only in LA?
Now we need to figure out where you are based on the fact that it doesn't have a micro center. I know, you're in Antarctica.
Yes, chat, I'm an Antarctic researcher. This is up to 2% of your full power, Greg. Vegeta on his off day be like... Alright, are we gonna watch another Dragon Ball movie, or nah?
Well, I think Greg has some slated, but I'm pretty sure most of them are mic on.
Are they bad?
Oh, he has Evolution on the list. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Why do you have Evolution on the list?
Because it's mic on. Chat, if you don't know what Dragon Ball Evolution is, watch the Nostalgia Critic.
or just forget that you know what it is.
Yeah, treat it like the last Airbender movie. Just don't acknowledge it. Or what's that crappy? Or Pacific Rim 2. Also, don't acknowledge that. Ugh, that movie's so bad. Pacific
What
Rim 2.
Pacific
It's
Rim 2? There was only Pacific Rim and Pacific Rim the game.
They made a Pacific Rim game.
Yeah, I told you about it. It was a fighting game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, no, we know Pacific Rim 2 is just a fan fiction created on the internet that someone made. That they're like, oh yeah, what
It's
if
really
this?
shitty fan fiction.
It's really
that
shitty
somebody-
fan fiction that cost
that somebody,
150
like-
million dollars.
No, it's a really shitty fan fiction that somebody made and got somebody to animate, and it was animated well, but God,
No, was it the effects in that movie were ass? Pacific Rim 2 budget. How much did they spend on that piece of shit? Yeah, $150 million. Yeah, it's a $150 million fan fiction, chat.
Well, that's
God
for sure.
damn it. Is that made very well for its writing quality?
Yeah, exactly.
True,
there
Greg.
you go.
True, Greg.
See?
Yeah. Like, why is everything a day? Why is it all in the day? The CGI looks worse in the day.
It's hard to look at things when it was in the night. Look at Godzilla 2014.
Well, that problem is the director just didn't know what to do. Speaking of, actually, I gotta go see Godzilla. I'll probably, you know, what I'm probably gonna do out like as I finally hit
Wait,
unemployment.
are you
I'm probably,
gonna look at the new Godzilla Kong thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that. I'm also gonna go watch Apes probably this week because I think Apes comes out this weekend. When does?
Yes, I too am going to the zoo to watch Apes.
No, like the new Kingdom of the Apes movie, like Planet of the Apes movie, actually looks good. Like, because the last
That's
trilogy
what
was
they
really
always say.
Daniel. The last trilogy was excellent. It was so good. It's probably one of the most underrated trilogies. It's just 3 solid movies. Like, and the second one is the best one. The third one is very close, but for me, the second one is still the best. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. That one's still the best. Also, boy, people really like using footage from those 2 movies for COVID. Holy shit. Of like the areas filled with nothing.
I mean,
I love that. I do love though that in the future we're gonna see like a bunch of footage of like in like a zombie movie of like an abandoned like Los Angeles or New York. You're just gonna see footage from people in like from like a bunch of iPhones. Like just a bunch of people recording the empty streets of like Times Square. Like that's so funny. It's like, hey, we need to get all these people out of here. Well, it costs nothing in terms of monetary, unless you count like economic deficiency. But like in terms of like actually paying people to not go here, it costs nothing.
plus if they die, they're removed from the gene pool. So
I don't think you want a Darwin Award for dying of COVID. I think it just sucks if you die of COVID.
oh, I thought we were talking about the zombie apocalypse.
No, but that is a Darwin Award, dying to a zombie.
I mean, it depends on the type of zombie. It could be like the frickin' like the ones that sprint at you.
World
Full
War Z
speed.
style. World War Z style.
Yeah, the World War Z zombies that are just
Yeah.
that apparently outpropagate the humans of the region.
I mean, they're
and
fucking
also-
fast, and you turn into a zombie in 12 seconds, man. Darwin Award is
Yes,
dying to a
but
zombie
also-
because
but
you
also
tried to
just,
be
like,
friends
the amount
with it.
of zombies that congregate in a specific area.
I mean, Daniel,
like-
think how many people live in New York. There's like 12 million people that live in New York. You know how fast? It
Well,
takes
yeah, but,
12
like,
seconds
it's
to
in the
become a
middle of-
zombie.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about the populated spots. I'm talking about the other spots in the movie.
Oh, like empty areas? Yeah.
Yeah, like the one fortress place that they made that somehow got zombie infested.
Oh, you mean in Israel?
Or, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that got like
With the
triple
zombie
amount of
tidal waves?
zombies.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Like, we stopped the zombies. Everyone starts getting along. Zombies! Like, Christ.
Like you'd think somebody in that situation.
Someone would have gone, hey, let's
realized
take
that
the
was a
mic from them because this is not a good idea. Oh shit, well, they're all zombies now. Rip.
I also like this idea that we survived this long without the zombies, and then immediately they.
As soon as Brad Pitt showed up, it went to shit.
Well, not even that. It's like their first idea for what to do to celebrate was to
Be
cause
loud
a
as
problem-
shit.
Was to cause a problem that would likely just grab a bunch of zombies, and it's just like, how did you guys even make it this far? If
Apparently
you think
sheer
like
luck, I
this.
guess. By the way, have you read the World War Z book, by the way, either of you?
I read like the first
Oh, it's so good.
the first 2 pages of it because I think it was in one of my English teacher's class. or like
In that
classroom.
college?
No, not even in college, in like high school, I
Seriously?
think. And I had no idea what it was, but I just read it and it was like, the world is ending because everybody hates each other. And I was like, well, I don't like this book. I'm putting it down.
Ah, it's so good. It's such a good book. It's like a documentary perspective from like 10 years after like the zombie war. And like they're not fast zombies, they're slow. And it's like geopolitical stuff. It's like super interesting. It's like China became is starting to become a democracy. Russia's just a straight theocracy. North Korea straight up doesn't exist anymore. Like they could be all underground as zombies, but no one basically wants to check because they don't want to unleash millions of zombies. Like it's actually like a super interesting book. I would love it if someone would like turn it into. It'd be a great TV show as like a documentary style thing. Like you could not turn it into a movie. I think they just wanted the movie for the rights to the name. World War Z is the movie.
Probably.
But like the book is so fucking good.
I mean, I probably would not
It's
have
such a
liked
good
it
book.
as when I picked
Like
it
in
up
high
the
school?
first time. Yeah, high school.
I read that in high school. That shit
whenever
was
the
good.
heck.
I watched the
Whenever
movie. I'm
heck
like,
I
that
read
was a
it.
great movie. And then I read the book. I'm like, what the fuck? There's nothing. The only thing they took from the book is zombies are a thing, and Israel built a wall. They took nothing else. But the thing is, in the book, Israel's successful. Like they don't have zombies. Like the zombies
Well,
never
I
get
mean,
in.
Look, apparently Israel in the book actually has a brain.
Apparently, yeah. Fucking Christ.
But anyway, so like the thing is though,
No, it's
I
a
wasn't
great
into,
book.
like,
Read it,
as
chat.
intrigue as much as I am because I think a lot of my love for intrigue spawned because of, ironically enough, anime.
That's valid.
So like
No.
I was watching a bunch of like intrigue anime, and I was like, oh, okay.
Like mysteries?
So so mysteries type stuff is actually pretty goated.
Mystery stuff is goated, yeah. No, I
But
like
it's
mysteries.
like actually written well, and like sure, there's the funny
watch
kind
Knives
of
Out.
mystery like Scooby Doo and stuff. But
Scooby Doo is so goofy.
but like getting an actual mystery thing where it's not where the stuff isn't just handed to you on a silver platter like
Yeah.
midway into the show, like that's good.
Yeah, a good murder mystery we should watch is Knives Out. That movie is really, really good. It's a fun mystery. And it's like, I think Knives Out, how long is Knives Out? It's like 2 hours. I think it's not even that long. I'll add it to my movie list. How long is...
I think you need to add fewer
Nice
movies
Out.
to your movie list, Mr.
No,
Movie Man.
it's 100... Oh, yeah, it's 130 minutes. Yeah, it's barely 2 hours. It's barely over 2 hours. And that's with credits, so it probably is like 2 hours without movies. Greg, have you seen Knives Out? With like Daniel Craig and I'm trying to remember who else is in that movie. Like it's a good movie.
2 hours without movies, says Matt.
Okay. That's a new movie, chat.
The movie of nothing.
So Seinfeld. Basically, it's a story about nothing. So just Seinfeld.
Well, when you put it that way.
Seinfeld is good though. Seinfeld's like actually good. I like Seinfeld.
How did we get on this topic again?
I don't know.
VOD watchers, if you can tell us how the hell we ended up here, please let us know, I guess.
Yeah. You've never seen Seinfeld, Greg? Not even like your parents watching like a rerun on TV? It's like it's on TBS like all the time.
Seinfeld, but we all know that Seinfeld would not be my cup of tea.
No, it's not your cup of tea at all. I like Seinfeld though. I think it's fun. Like it's not a show I'm like expressly going to watch, but like if it's on TV, I'll watch it. You know. It's like it's just a show that you're like, okay, I can chill and just watch TV for like half an hour. Like back in the day, I'm sure it was like way more hype than that when it was actually new in the '90s. But like, I don't know. Like nowadays, it's just like, oh, cool. It's like 7:30 or whatever. Seinfeld's probably on. I'm done watching Jeopardy for the day. I'll go watch some Seinfeld. Because Wheel of Fortune, I'm not as big of a fan of. Like Wheel of Fortune's fine, but I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, you're not wrong about that, Greg.
I mean, I feel like that's just humor in a nutshell, though. Like, it either vibes with you, or you don't understand what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
There's very little humor that is truly a good mix.
Everyone likes it.
Well, I mean, that's kind of just like the taste in humor in general, and then like your understanding versus cultural understanding of what humor truly is or is not at the point. But Yeah, like it's just hard to do humor in my opinion.
Yeah, it's hard to please everybody with humor. Like
I
I
don't think it
saw,
is possible to please everybody with humor,
yeah,
honestly. Like
yeah.
you just gotta you gotta find your target audience and stick with them and just kind of hope you get more people that enjoy it rather than trying to please everybody, because then you just start losing more people overall because of the amount of people you're trying to please that then aren't pleased a greater amount ultimately. It's like
Yeah,
business in a way
yeah.
where by trying to be more inclusive to various audiences, you might end up losing people because you're trying to be super inclusive and then you're not satisfying the people that were originally there. And then the people that would be expected to join in aren't as.
I'm Call of Duty. I strayed away from my military sim franchise to include Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it! Like we went from you can
Stick
shoot,
to your roots, people.
like we
You
went
might
from you
not
can
get
take them
as
out or let
many
them
people.
pass to Nikki's coming in hot. Like what the fuck, man?
Like, you might not get as many people, but the people that like your shit will probably stick
There's a
with
reason why Modern Warfare 2 is still like considered one of the greatest games of all time. That game was broken to shit, but it was fun broken to shit because
It's also why Armored Core
everything
6
was broken.
amazing. Go play Armored Core.
Yeah.
This is your weekly Armored Core 6 plug, everybody.
Oh my god. Chat, this
Real
bastard will
talk, though,
never
like,
shut up about fuck Armored Core.
I mean,
Until Armored Core
fair.
7 comes out, he will not stop talking about Armored Core 6.
I mean, I probably still won't stop talking about Armored Core 6, but like, real talk though, that is why I think Armored Core 6 did so well, is because it is basically
It's just a mech game.
Well, it's just another Armored Core game, and this is what people wanted. They
I
wanted
want a
another
super
Armored
difficult
Core,
mech
they got
fighting
another
game.
one.
Okay. Yeah, like
Yeah.
From Software
Like, it's
actually
not that
like
hard.
gives a shit.
Like, it's not that hard to do, though, too. Like, you don't need to spice it up or make it accessible to everybody. Like, sure, you can make it a little bit easier so not every person immediately gives up on it because of the difficulty of Armored Core games. But, like, this is the type of thing that you need to do for, say, Call of Duty or Halo or Pokemon or whatever. Give people more of the same thing, but just more refined instead of trying to cut corners or
Hi, Pokemon.
or like completely rebrand yourself. Like, we don't need a rebrand. We want the same thing to a certain extent. Like, yeah, we can upgrade some aspects, but we don't need a complete overhaul of.
Do I need a better burger from McDonald's? No, it's just fuck McDonald's. Just make more of it that is decent quality.
Honestly, 86 is brilliant. It sticks to its roots while delivering on the lore, adding quality of life, and dragging you into its world face first. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. It's like, hey, this is Armored Core. We're gonna kick your fucking ass, okay?
It's Armored Core. We do Armored Core things here. Meanwhile,
Yes,
I look at a Call of Duty game and I'm like, what are you supposed to be again?
It's like, is it a battle royale? Is it a multiplayer thing? Is it a grounded
Is it a
campaign?
zombie thing?
Is it zombie? Is it like round-based zombies? Is it open-world zombies? Like, god damn it!
Are you realistic zombies or are you freaking space zombies?
Oh yeah, from Infinite Warfare. But you know who made those zombies? Not Treyarch. Whenever it's not Treyarch doing zombies, it's always a bit fucked.
Well, that sounds reassuring.
That's why I'm glad this year it's Treyarch in charge again. Thank God. Treyarch, at least do something good. Also, I saw today a bunch of weapons apparently leaked from Modern Warfare 3 for Season 4. Why are we bringing the STG back? No one asked for the STG. Why the fuck are you bringing that in from Vanguard? God damn it. People want the Kar 98 and that's it. It's the only old-ass weapon we want.
Because
Bring the Modern
exactly
Warfare
one
version, not the
person
Vanguard.
said it that was against the norm, and they were like, okay, we shall listen to you. Exactly one person.
I don't want the STG. I spent a year with that fucking thing. Because it was World War II gun that was good. I wish someone used that gun early as a hacker.
And the hacker was probably immensely disappointed with them.
Actually, it was broken.
Like, broken in a good way or broken in a bad way?
It was overpowered. It was like really, really fucking good. Because it was like not technically implemented yet. It was like, hey, if you buy Vanguard, you'll get access to these two guns early in Warzone. And it's like, oh, okay. And then it's like, oh, well, the STG and the MP40 are actually good. And then the MP40 stayed meta like the entirety of the Vanguard cycle for Warzone. Like people consistently ran that, or like the Vanguard's PPSH, or like a bunch of that stuff.
Greg says that some people think that Armored Core strayed because of unlocked camera, loadout changes at checkpoints, and lack of debt system.
Yeah, well, it's sold well, so...
Yeah, but like the spirit of it has not changed. Though honestly, though, like
it's
the
still
changing at checkpoints isn't actually as weird as it sounds. Because I remember in 5 when I was playing that, you could change out your loadout between or in the middle of a mission at designated points. So it's not like that's that far-fetched of an idea. But yeah, like we don't always need new. Like maybe a new bit here and there, but like the people that are sticking with the game are probably sticking with the game because of something that like is inherent about the game that makes them want to stick around.
Yep.
Game developers, take notes.
Game developers, just do what FromSoft does.
Make good games, period.
Just make a game you're like, this is good, and sell it for $40 to $60.
Yes.
That's all we fucking ask. And minimal
minimal
to no microtransactions.
Like, additional merch to not be like $500 fucking dollars. But
yes, please make merch that is good and not ridiculously overpriced.
That said, you don't have to buy that, so that's also...
Yeah, that's not the game, that's supplemental material. It's like buying the song on vinyl.
Yeah.
Can you buy the AC6 soundtrack on vinyl yet, or no?
I'm not buying it. I don't even think I have a vinyl player.
I do love, though, that, like, they made a... I saw in Best Buy years ago, like, in, like, 2018, 2019, they had the Sonic Mania soundtrack on vinyl. I'm like, who the fuck's buying this? Like, they had it next to, like, Bob Dylan. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Bob Dylan, the Sonic the Hedgehog band, clearly.
Oh, Bob Dylan's one of the most famous songwriters.
I know.
Like, it's like, oh, yes, AC/DC, okay? Bob Dylan, alright? Oh, Beatles reprint, cool. Sonic.
The Hedgehog.
Next thing your uncle would buy ironically if you gave him too much to drink. Alright, well, Greg, give it to your... Alright, Greg, get your uncle a little tipsy and have him buy it. I want to know what Sonic sounds like on vinyl.
Please don't get your relatives drunk just to buy a vinyl. Greg's is not worth.
Yeah. That'd be funny, though.
It's all fun and games until it starts happening to you.
Yeah. I don't get why people are into vinyl.
While we're on the topic of declining quality of stuff, can I just tell you about like the absolute state of anime as of like the last...
Isekai.
No, not even that, right? So, this is a topic that's long-standing for a lot of anime fans, especially as of, like, the last, I don't know, like, I want to say the last 4-ish years, but it's honestly been going on for a lot longer. Probably, like, mid-27, or, like, 2017-ish, probably. But... for a lot of anime, there's been a heavy decline in actual production values of the anime. And here's the thing, like, if you were to watch an anime when it airs, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, because it's like, oh, the first episode of this anime is really good, it's like incredibly well animated and all that jazz, right? And then, like, you keep watching it because you're like, okay, the animation quality is probably going to stay like this and whatnot. And then the second episode is like still really good and all that, and it's like, okay, this anime is looking to be incredibly good to watch for the next however long. And then you get to like the third episode and the animation quality drastically reduces from the first two.
Oh.
And this is not a new thing too. This is something that's been happening to a lot of like mid-level anime, the ones that aren't quite famous but still have some hype around them. That's just like you have the anime, you have good designs the first couple episodes to sell people on the idea, and then you just botch the rest of it. And then by the third episode, the animators have passed on the floor. Yeah, exactly. Like, you got... Animators are getting, like, overworked, underpaid, and not even being able to put out their best work because of the stupid-ass deadline and the amount of crap that's getting pushed out constantly. And it's so sad, too, some of these things, because they're, like, projects that people have been really looking forward towards, and it's just like you just drop the ball halfway, or like not even halfway, a quarter maybe, at best a quarter of it is just ass. If you have a longer running series, it could be even worse.
Yep.
Pops an early Dragon Ball Super. Like, somebody in a different Discord was just talking about how this anime they were watching looked so promising when it was first coming out, and I was just like, yeah, well, how's it going to end? And then it's on episode 3-ish or so right now, according to them. And they're just like, the animation quality tanked super hard. It sucks ass. This isn't faithful to the original content. And I'm just like, that sucks, but I fucking called it. And it's just so depressing, because either you get anime that are just fully ass, or mostly ass or they start off strong and then they turn out to be ass. It's very rare for us to get, like, a fully well-done anime from start to finish these days. And it sucks. Because a lot of these animes do have really good stories to tell, whether it be, like, from an actual story perspective or a message to send. But then it's just like, oh no, we'll just shit on the works and dreams of these mangaka who put their life's blood into making this thing a success, and just be like, oh no, eh. Well, we're just here to make a quick buck off of your thing. And like, sure, none of them are as bad as X-Arm, where the manga got canned because it got an anime, but it's still not a conductive look for anime in general these days, which sucks, ultimately. I don't know. This is like just something that's very close to me in particular. It's why you, like, for my shows, you actually don't see me putting a lot of newer anime on the list. Like, yeah, I put Vending Machine, and I put a couple new ones as of late. But those are, well, aside from Vending Machines, those ones have stood out in terms of the anime community for a lot of reasons. So it's like, I really want to see what's the hype about them, because most people aren't clamoring about it this hard in most cases. But then you just look at all the other anime that have potential or had potential, and then are just like completely shat on because of lack of care put into the animation after a while. And it's just like, I feel so bad for people that actually cared for this stuff. Like, it's funny to shit on it, but also, there are people that are actually fans for some of these things. Yeah. There are people that have been waiting for these things to get anime, and it's just like, ugh. You poor fools. I don't know, what do you think? Having watched anime for a while.
I'm gonna agree with that. Yeah, the quality drops so far after like the first couple episodes. It's like, okay, you have good writing here and good stuff, and you moved on. You got picked up after the pilot, and then now you're the writers or the producers. Like, hey, writers, write this crap.
It's not even like the writers.
I'm saying the producers.
Well, no, but that's what I mean. Like, you're saying that the writers are to blame. Like, it's fairly ever the writers or the manga
No, that's
or
what I'm not
whoever.
saying. I'm saying the writers just get usually pushed by like the like guy in charge of the studio, like the not the director even, but like the producer.
Hmm. I think you mean the animators though, because like most of the time the writing is existent before and they're just animating it, which is why it makes it even worse because it's not even like in those cases you need to worry about making the script or whatever. The script's already there. How did you fuck this up?
Yeah.
You just need to make it consistent throughout, not throw all your eggs into the first episode and then fall on them. You had the golden goose and you somehow sat on all the eggs. What the frick? Eh. Like I think Digimon or like the Digimon Adventure reboot is a really good example of this that
Oh
we've
man.
all seen because like it started off really good,
Yeah, so it's
right?
up pretty damn strong.
And then by the third episode, you kind of already notice that there's a
You're
couple
falling
of
back.
issues. And then like the by the fourth and fifth one, you're like, oh god, how is this somehow worse than something they made 20 years ago?
Yeah.
And not to say that the story or whatever is bad or good or whatever, but like you could have spent rather than spending all the budget right at the front, you could have evenly spread it out so you have consistency throughout.
Yeah. And you also have anime where they switch the studio for no reason. The new style looks like crap.
Well, that
One
one's
Punch Man.
well, see, with One Punch Man, I think that's less of an issue about it looking like crap and more so the expectations were set way too high for season two.
Ah.
Because certainly it's not great, but I don't think it's that bad in the long term for season two. It's just that when you compare it to season one, it's a disaster, right? In terms of
Right.
like the amount of animation quality. Now there's a different one though that I have that's called Day Day Live, right?
Okay.
And the topic of the anime is not really important because it's kind of stupid, all things considered. As somebody that was actually reading slash watching it back in the day, I can tell you that it's pretty stupid. But I think like starting in season three, they switched animation studios like entirely, right? And while I can't speak on the quality of like the actual animations or something, the animation style, so the way the characters look and all that, looks completely different from the first couple of seasons. So
Bruh.
when somebody was showing screenshots of it, I had to take a second to remember who the fuck I'm looking at.
That's a great sign. I'll be
I
right
mean,
back.
like-
I'll go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Let's see. Reminds me of Star Wars Battlefront, and then the grass. Oh boy, the grass. But Greg, what anime or manga or whatever do you have that would maybe fit into this topic? Because I know you also are around the anime community. Dragon Ball Super. Well, see, I thought it started bad and then got progressively better, is the thing. So I don't know if that really counts. But it got worse first. Okay. Well, when you put it like that. Hmm. Yeah, it's just a shame about anime these days. Like, you can't just drop the animation. That's what makes the anime special. Like, people still need to look like people at the end of the day to enjoy a story. Well, if it's about humans or whatever, but still, point still stands. Eh. Yeah, it's a mess. It's such a mess. But yeah, so that's my rant for the day done. Greg, do you have any topics that you would like to share with the class? I'm reminded of a webtoon I read once where the author went and learned to draw better, but then none of his characters were recognizable because he got good. You know, I'm actually reminded of something like that too. I think it was, what was it? I think it was when I was reading, like, this Korean, I think it was Korean anyway, thing, Dr. Elsie, which has also, ironically enough, gotten an anime recently. And so what ended up happening in that was that the original style was pretty distinct in terms of like what the characters looked like, and then over time the artists got way better at their drawing ability. But at the as a consequence, none of the characters look the same as when they started. They're all like too beautified, and it's hard to tell that this is where you started off from. It is quite an interesting problem to have, though, being too good at your job suddenly. Hmm. Oh yeah, I heard that My Hero Academia was reaching some newish. Oh, actually, I've seen a lot of that in Korean media where the artist commits really hard to self improvement and they're great, but who the heck did you just draw? Yeah, I feel like there's. I don't know what it is about webtoons. It might be the same thing that's going on with like the web novel scene where everybody can post, but then they start getting better because they're actually trying later on. But oh, huh. Well, power to the people then. That said, it is like that kind of thing where, like, the improvements of the quality of your, I guess, merchandise is interesting to look at from a outside perspective because, like, are you, well, rather, what are you working towards? Are you working towards better quality or are you working towards your own design? And ultimately, one of the two can be a problem in and of themselves. Yeah. Like, the author sells somebody on their idea rather than their art skills and then picks up their art game. And objectively, I approve, but I skip a chapter. I feel like I missed a chapter of the art, not the author's character arc. Yeah, that's interesting. Ooh, nice and clear. Something. So, as an aside, right, just going back onto the Powerwasher for a bit, I know heresy and whatnot, but what has Matt been doing this entire hour we've been, or like half hour we've been on the subway? Because I swear that I haven't actually seen most of this being more clean than I've been going on, aside from maybe some of the walkway. Well, I know now he's staring into space, but what was he doing before? He did some bits around the lights, but for the life of me, I can't remember when if he finished any of them. Also posters. Ah, I see. That'll explain a bit. Also, short strips of floor. Yeah, well, I gathered that much. Is it because they have rivets or what? Then why do you say they are riveting? Is it because of the way he was grabbing all, or what? It sort of just sucked me in a way that didn't match how I would define floor sections. It was just enough to tickle my brain sideways. Greg, why do you always have your brain tickled sideways? Can it never not just be tickled front and back or up and down or whatever the heck? How does one tickle a brain normally? It's like when you pet a small, harmless animal and it rolls over to expose its belly. I'm not sure that's how anybody should ever be describing a power wash experience. Oh no, I think we lost Greg. Everybody, F's in chat for Greg. Oh no. Okay, it's like when you pet a large man-eating wolf and it rolls over to expose its belly. Okay, but in that case, don't you need to get past the fact that it's a man-eating wolf first? No, why am I seeing ellipses over there? Also, where the hell is Matt? Did he fall into the well again? What's a mat? You're absolutely right. What is a mat? Is it a miserable pile of secrets, or is it actually not existent? Actually, speaking of Matt, where... No, wait, no. I'm looking at his stream on Discord. No wonder I can't see the chair. Now I can see the chair, and the chair is just sitting there. Is this the legendary chair stream, actually? Sure. Chair, what are your thoughts on the current geopolitical situations? Riveting commentary from the chair. Chair! Chair! Now, if only I could actually determine where the heck Matt's pointing, I could maybe indicate to the chair via the pointer. Actually, I think this should be pointing at the chair-ish, I think. No, hold on. I need to do it like this, I think. No, over there. Well, you have to remember, I'm doing this on a delay, too, so, this is not exactly the easiest thing in the world to try and do. Bit high, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. I think I got it. I think I got it. Well, I'm shooting through the chair currently, but yay! Chair! Anyway. That'll be very soggy when he gets back. I was shooting him in the face with the 0 degree for a hot second, so he was already probably soggy. Oh, what do you got to talk about, Greg, while we're still here and waiting to suffer or something? Oh, right, Panacone! Panacone is almost here! Again! I had something, but I lost it. Really? What did you have? Or rather, what did you think you had? Something about anime. What was it about, like an anime you were watching, or what? Sure would be helpful with one more person. Something I got really excited about back before the whole isekai boom, where the main character actually had stakes back home and it seemed deep and fleshed out. Now that sounds pretty interesting. Though it's like one of those isekai where like you have the ability to go back to the place you started out with, right? And by the end of the second episode or something, the Lox Hauser just move the character sprite up and down. Oh god, that sounds awful. Man, they didn't even get that far, huh? You know, real talk though, is X-Arm the worst thing you ever seen animated, or are there worse things? And for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about X-Arm, one, don't. Two, if you're gonna look it up, just look up a YouTube video about X-Arm being X-Arm or something like that. You'll understand real quick. I've certainly seen things that are worse at certain things, but nothing that's worse at the complete package. That's great. Oh, hey. Matt finally lives! He lives! I think Matt's still muted. Let's go!
Am I muted? God damn it! I double tapped the button.
Good job.
But yeah, extended not fun. Sorry. Oh, so I thought of another topic that we can talk about. I found a YouTube channel called Wham Bam Tesla Cam. And so you know how the Tesla has like the Sentry Mode / dash cam where it can record things that are going on. Apparently, like it's just a compilation of footage of people who sent in like footage from their cars of like accidents they were involved in, accidents other people were involved in, and like some of these repairs are insane. But, like most of the time, it's the other idiot at fault. Like 100% of the time in these footage, it's insane. It's so.
I mean, you wouldn't really.
There's some terrible drivers.
Well, you wouldn't really send in footage of your own accident.
I know, but like it's insane. Some of the shit that like goes on with like people are terrible drivers.
I mean, welcome to America,
Glad I have a camera in my car that
where we
records
have
everything.
like the worst of requirements to be able to drive, hold a
B16.
gun, become a cop.
That's the only requirement. Yeah, and like half these things are like, this person didn't have insurance. I'm like, cool, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Because in every state, apparently, except like I think it's Virginia and like New Hampshire, you're required to have some form of insurance.
Honestly, I'm surprised that we have as many people on the road with how crap we actually teach people to be safe and ensure they are safe.
Yeah.
Doesn't America have like the highest rate of vehicle-based mortalities, actually?
Yeah, I mean, it's because we drive more vehicles than anybody else because we built our country to be car-centric after the
also
40s.
fair, but also...
Like, the reason why it's so accidents is because we drive cars, and Europeans have this thing called a good public transit system. Asia, too.
Basically, everywhere that's not...
Everywhere that's not America has a decent public transit system. They're like, oh, yeah, subways are important. Yeah, I've heard India's system is pretty shit. Like, I've seen videos from, like, India and from, like, Africa where there's no traffic light, but everyone still figures out how to navigate the intersection. I'm like, I would be lost. There's no traffic light here. What the fuck? What are you supposed to do in this area?
Well, I mean, the problem is that we also have the American idea of, unless the traffic light tells us to go as fucking hard as possible to make a light or whatever.
Yeah. It's yellow.
So, like,
go.
Yeah, exactly.
Which you're technically not supposed to do, but everyone does it.
You know, speaking of yellow lights, I actually do have a legitimate problem with them. Like, there's no indicator for when a yellow light's about to happen. Like, yeah, you can kind of infer that if it's been like that for a while, it's probably going to turn. But if you're just coming into the spot where the yellow light is, or, like, is going to happen, but it's still green, then there's, like, a lot of times where you'll be going into you'll be right at the cusp of where it'd be safe to stop, but then it will turn, and it's like, well, do I stop or do I go?
Yeah, because sometimes you're like, I could make it, and sometimes you're like, nope, got to just slam on the brake.
Well, yeah, I know that the yellow is supposed to be the indicator for red, but also...
The only way I've really been able to tell, like, if it's turning yellow or not is looking at, like, the crosswalk sign.
Yeah, no, same.
To be like, how many seconds left? Oh, there's like 8 seconds? Alright, then I'm going to stop.
Like, we should just have an indicator that says, like, the number of seconds before a light changes to the next color. Or
exactly, yeah. Nice. It'd be nice if you had a timer, because then people who's waited at a red light could be like, oh, okay, in like 30 seconds I'll be able to drive. And, like, it'll be confirmed, because it's not like a meter where you're like, I don't know. It's like, at a traffic intersection, eventually, it has to let you go forward.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be a good thing to have. Is like a thing that's like, here's how long you'll be able to sit at this light. You get people trying to ram you through the intersection if you're driving below the speed limit, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I do have a story, but I also need to go to the bathroom, so I'll go and...
Alright, explain it and then come back. Explain when you come back.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Greg, do you have any interesting stories about dealing with a car? You saw someone get pushed in an intersection? Like, what do you mean, Greg? Like someone hit them from behind, just whacked them? Into, like, the street, like they were stopped and then someone else hit them from behind? Or were they actually, like, driving? But they got pushed faster? They tried to stop at a red light and the person behind them... Yeah, I've seen that. I think that's what happened to me a couple of years ago when I was in college. I was driving from, like, the grocery store back to my college... And I went and I stopped at a light because I'm like, okay, you know, it's red. I'm going to wait here. And then I felt something just bam into me from behind. And I'm like, oh shit, I've been involved in an accident. So like I put the car in park, I turn it off, and I get out. And like I look behind me, and there's like there's a truck in front of me with like the little hitch on the back to like pull like a cargo or like a U-Haul thing, basically. And like that thing, the hitch hit the front of my car, so that was fun. Like, it hit into the bumper, which... That's gotta be a fun repair. But, and then, like, behind me, like, the middle car... There were 2 cars behind me. The middle car had its front and back bumper completely just wrecked. Like, completely fucking destroyed. Like, just gone. And then the car that was at fault in the back um, like its front bumper was entirely destroyed. And I'm like, oh shit. And like I called the police. I'm like, hey, there's been an accident, yada yada yada. Like the good thing is, like, yeah, it was not fun, but it was a low speed crash, Greg, at least. Like my car actually, the funny thing about my car is it was fine. It had minor undercarriage damage, but it had enough undercarriage damage that like it was worth more than the car was worth, because at that point it was like, I think it was like 2015, 2016, so the car was like I think like 2000 model, so like frankly it wasn't worth very much, even though it was like at the time it was newer, it was like a nicer car because it was my dad's car that I took to college. And like the damage effectively totaled my car, and like luckily everyone was okay. Like it was just some people were nervous and shaken up. Like I don't think anyone, like if I remember right, no one was like it was at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Like no one was like on anything. No one happened. Like the truck driver probably didn't even notice that like I hit his hitch because he drove away. And but like the cops came, they took statements, took copies of our insurance, got us all our information with each other. I called my parents and exchanged information to them because I was still living with them at the time. And then, like, the people basically gave me enough money to buy what is now my old car to, like, basically not go through insurance because my car was totaled. So I then got my last car off it, which I greatly enjoyed that car for the... I used to have that car. I got the car in, like, 2016, I think. I had it for... I guess, yeah, 8 years. And that car was great. Got good gas mileage. Just wish the tank was better. Yeah, like 8 years. Yeah, I had that car for like 8 years. I got it used, but like, it's a reliable car. It was a very, very reliable car. I had like pretty much no issues with it. Like it only had a few, like it never really broke down. It didn't really have any mechanical issues. Like it was a nice, solid, reliable car. The reason why I didn't go with the manufacturer again is because the dealership, when I was buying in my new car, the guy at the dealership was just a fucking asshole. Holy shit. I was like, hey, I already own this car. Do I get like is there like a discount I get for like, being already like part of the quote unquote family, because they like to do that? And they're like, no, your car's only worth like $1,000. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, okay, why is it only worth that much? Like, oh yeah, there's like this damage, this damage, this damage, this damage. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, well, cool. All right, then. Well, negating that, even if I take that as like an offer of like a trade-in, how much is, and this was like last year, so the tax credit was still in play for the car I was looking at to possibly get. And I'm like, okay, how much is this like car if I want to, do I get the tax credit if I buy it? He's like, no. And for the record, that was false information at the time. Now, if you try to buy it, the car doesn't qualify for the tax credit because the battery's from, I think, China or whatever. But like at the time it qualified, and the guy was like, no, you got to get a lease. I'm like, I don't want a lease. I just want to buy the car and like be done with it. Because, it's nice to not have to owe somebody money, because then I have to pay interest on the thing, and I have to do all this other nonsense. And it's just like, I just want to own the car, man. And, like, the guy was just a total asshole. And then the guy who took me on the test drive for the car, like, he was a nice guy, but he didn't know shit about the car, which is really great when you're trying to sell a car to somebody. Be like, hey, this car is pretty great. I'm like, cool, how do I do, like, it was an EV, so I'm like, how do I do one pedal driving? He's like, I don't know, I think it's this thing, and that thing that he told me to do literally did nothing to the car. It was just a worthless pedal, like, on the steering wheel that did nothing. It didn't even put me in, like, cruise control or anything. It was just fucking useless. And then I'm like, hey, how do I use the front? He's like, I don't know. I think it's that thing, I guess. And I'm like, okay, there's, like, a thing here. How do I open this to get actually at the front? And he's like, I don't know. I don't want to do it. And I'm like, okay. Like, I got a guy who was nice but incompetent at his job, and then I got a manager who was just an asshole. So, like, obviously the dealership isn't owned, or not Tesla, and I think Rivian doesn't do dealerships. Like for places that do dealerships, they like license it out to somebody, be like, hey, you run like this by like Ford, or this by Hyundai, or this by Toyota. Like they yeah, like I called like the company itself. I'm like, hey, this manager was a dick. I'm aware that you are not in charge of the dealership. I just wanted to give feedback, because at the end of the day, the fact that like I went to the dealership that's your car company's dealership, like, it still reflects poorly on you guys, even though I know you don't employ that guy and you have no interaction with that place other than, like, giving them cars to sell. But I'm like, it still looks bad on you. And they're like, okay, thanks for the feedback. We'll give them a call. Like, do you remember the name? I'm like, oh, yeah, it was da-da-da-da. I gave them information. Like, okay, thanks. And they're like, huh, yeah, they did give you false information. And then hopefully that guy got, like, a talking to by, like, his manager or whatever. So that was, That was fun. And I decided clearly to not go with that car company because they were incompetent. I got my Tesla instead because that car at least fucking works normally. Elon's an asshole, but, like, I was able to go in and be like, hey, I want to buy the car. They're like, cool. Go on the computer and buy a car. I'm like, all right. I go in, I create an account, I log in, and I hit, like, order a car. And then, like, a few weeks later, it's like, hey, pay the money. I'm like, cool, here's your money. No haggling bullshit. No, like, oh, you got to pay, like, this fee. No, it's just like, here's the price with all the taxes included. And, like, that's it. And then we'll deliver it to you. I'm like, cool. Pay this money, deliver this day. And they're like, all right. And then they did that. They did exactly that. There was no hassle to it. It was just, here's the vehicle, you know, check it out. I checked it out to, like, double check if there's any faults. And I'm like, they're like, you like it? I'm like, yep. And they're like, cool. Signed, like, I just said goodbye, and he left, and then I supercharged my car. Like, there was no issues with it. Like, with getting the car. It was, like, the smoothest experience I've had buying, like, something that goddamn expensive. Like, ugh. Like, I don't want to negotiate with a dealership to buy a car. I just want the sticker price. That's all I want. I don't give a shit. There's, like, a discount program if I lease it. I, like, by, like, only $1,000. I just want to walk in, be like, here's, like, 30G or whatever the car costs. Like, 30, 20, 10, whatever the car costs. I'd be like, here's your money. I'm signing the paperwork. You have a nice day. And then, like, they do all the nonsense they need to do with the state to be like, hey, we're selling a car to this person. Like, fuck's sake. I don't want to negotiate with the dealership. That's the other nice thing about Tesla is if you buy a Tesla, you're just getting a Tesla. You don't have to do any nonsense. The only thing you have to worry about is if you qualify for the tax credit on eligible model, you have to do some, like, weird income crap. But the car I bought doesn't qualify for the tax credit anyway, so I didn't have to worry about it. Like, oh my god. Like, it's just insane the amount of shit that, like, you have to deal with. Like, why is this, like, a thing that I have to deal with negotiating? And I was like, also, I might not be able to charge at home because my place where I live doesn't have a charger. So I have to use the supercharger near me, and I'm like, ugh. It's industry. I know it's industry standard, Greg, but it fucking sucks as the industry standard. Like, just let me buy the car. Like, if I ran a dealership, I would be like, hey, here's the sticker price. Oh, is there any negotiating? I'm like, well, like, I'll, you know, and, like, if it was, like, you know, the car had been sitting there for a few months, I'd be like, yeah, sure, it's, like, this much instead because the car's been sitting here a while. You know, I'd be like, oh, here you go. Like, I wouldn't do, like, any, like, oh, yeah, it's, like, oh, yeah, it's a $35,000 car? Well, it's actually $50,000 because fuck you. I'd be like, no, it's a $30,000 car. Like, just, here you go. This is the car. Like, that's it. You want this car? Excellent. Here, if you want to do a lease, we'll do a lease. If you want a loan, we'll give you a loan. Yada yada yada. We'll do all the paperwork.
Okay, I returned.
Ugh. All right. Hello.
What's the current topic?
Talking about, like, buying a car in, like, the U.S. is fucking stupid. Because, like, you have to do so much, like, if you don't buy, like, a Tesla, it's so much, like, garbage you have to do of, like, negotiating with the fucking dealership. And they're like, it's a $30,000 car sticker price, but it's actually, like, $36,000 because fuck you. Like, doing the negotiation is just stupid for buying a car. Like, that's one of the reasons why I wanted a Tesla, Daniel, is just because I saw the price. I'm like, cool, it's this much with taxes? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, cool. And I gave them the fucking money. And that was it. The only thing I had to do was, like, provide them with my name, my legal address, and proof of insurance. That was it.
That's not pretty easy.
Like, that was really easy. And then they just delivered it to my house.
Though, speaking of cars and...
So much easier.
Cars and stuff. Like,
You
I was recommended a video the other day about, like, you know, cars or
why they're so
newer
expensive.
Cars are just, well, not even that they're expensive, is that they're continuing to fail constantly.
Oh, is that the one video with the guy, like, he has the thing of the Cybertruck and the thing from, like, a 2000s car that's, like, been on the road forever?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that thumbnail. I haven't clicked on it. Is it a good video?
Well, I watched a little bit of it. I like the guy's style.
He's not, like, doing the, hey, guys, you know, this is the, like, he's not doing that. He's just, like, you know, talking
I think
normally.
he's kind of speaking it as if he's just talking to somebody.
It's just like a podcast style?
Personally, yeah.
Like, it's just normal. It's just a normal human.
Yeah, but, like...
Not YouTuber voice.
More or less, like... And the idea... Or, like, a lot of cars are just getting crappier over time.
Everything
like,
is, let's be honest.
Well, yeah. And it's like it's not built to last. It's not built for functionality. What the hell are you building these things for?
It's built on the assumption you're going to take you're going to do a lease for 3 to 5 years, trade in and get another one. They're banking on the fact you're going to do that. And like the problem is, I don't want to do that. I want to buy the car, own it for a good almost decade or so, and then move on.
Apparently, we're not allowed to own things anymore.
No, like legit, all I want to do is just like buy the car and like be over it. I don't give a shit about like, oh, but the resale value. I don't give a shit. The resale value is going to be in me taking care of the car. Like I don't care.
Honestly, the car that I have, which is from like,
it's like an old, it's like a mid 2010s, right?
Yeah, mid 2000s, nearing 2010s. Like it's like it has its fair share of problems, but I at least know that the car is going to get me from A to B without.
It's not a Cybertruck.
Issues. Yeah.
God, the Cybertruck. Have you seen the accelerator pedal can just come off?
I also heard that like it's a safety hazard that the thing is bulletproof, so people can't get out.
No, so there's a manual release on the doors.
Well, yeah, but if the car is malfunctioning and you need to break out of the thing...
No, like, it's legit, like, a manual release. Like, it overrides all of the shit. Also, it's not bulletproof. Someone tested it, and it's not. Yeah, the Cybertruck is a safety hazard, Greg? Yeah, you're right. That's why it's not allowed in Europe. Well, it violates EU car regulation laws.
But yes, I'm also fairly certain that somebody has drowned in the thing.
No, so the person who drowned in their Tesla was because they were drunk as shit.
Really, the one that
the one related to McConnell? Yeah, it was not a Cybertruck. It was, I think, a Y.
Who?
A big senator's like cousin or something, like one of his cousins.
They backed up into a pond.
No, that's different. I haven't seen that story.
Yes.
I haven't seen that story.
Yes, that's a different story.
Oh, okay. Was it in a Cybertruck or?
I think that's what the video was talking about.
Cybertruck backs into pond. I'm Googling this. Oh, yeah, Angela Chow. Yeah, I think we're talking about the same one. Is it this one, Daniel? Is it the
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm putting in the link to the stream BC. Is it this one? Is it this article?
Me and names.
I know, but like, does it sound similar to this article? Like the circumstances.
This woman in the picture looks like she's being held hostage to take this picture.
She's related to Mitch McConnell's wife. What do you think?
I don't know who that is.
Mitch McConnell's a Republican senator who's just insane. He's not as insane as like Marjorie Taylor Greene, but he's insane. He's also like had strokes on camera, and they're like, "Oh, he's fine." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, why are you like an 80-year-old man in the Senate? Go do something else. Go spend time with your grandkids, my guy." Ugh. Can we stop having like 80-year-olds in our Congress? We need to set like an age limit. We need to set like an age limit of like 65 or 70 for like being able to be a politician. Because by the time any of your legislation like takes effect, you're gonna be fucking dead.
I guess this sounds about right.
Yeah. So no, she was drunk.
I don't know.
So like that's a slightly different circumstance. It's related, but it is a slightly different circumstance.
I don't know. I would not, like. Here's the thing. I just do not trust a car that's so automated for you in and of itself.
That's why I don't pay for the driving. I drive my car.
Well, I know you don't, but like stuff like the accelerator, brakes, like even the awareness to turn around and shit or observe your surroundings, like fuck, like taking the easy way out of on that.
So you're saying just drive a stick shift from the 70s?
Well, I'm not saying that much. But at the very least, if you're going to drive a car, you better be willing to put the effort into paying attention to learning how to make your car work.
Yeah.
Because if you're not willing to do that, then why the fuck are you in a car?
Yeah, like I generally know how my car works. I like the fact that it has cameras for my blind spot. You know what I do? I still look occasionally. Like I rely on the camera more than I probably should. But like it tells me where shit is in my blind spot. Cause I can be like, oh, there's a car there. Okay, I'm not going to turn. Like, it has an indicator light on the side to tell me, hey, you shouldn't turn right now. And, like, that's 100% of the time correct. And I can look and be like, oh yeah, there is a car there. Huh. And I'll know, like, not to go there. Like, the safety features like that are useful.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, there's a blind spot problem. Oh, okay, where? Here. And it shows me, like, on the screen. Also, apparently doing an update to my car that's going to make the speedometer much bigger. And I'm like, good. Why was that not the case before? That's the one good thing about a Tesla is it does get updated all the time. Like, it's nice to get updates. It's like my phone.
And then one of the updates breaks your entire car.
Well, then that's an insurance claim. But no, there's never been an instance of that happening. Besides, they roll out.
Not yet. There hasn't been.
Look, they roll it out in waves. It's nice to get updates to one that makes everybody's car shut down and update on the road. You know, Greg. So what happens is the updates can only happen when you're on Wi-Fi, and in park. Like they don't pop up if you're just driving. Like if you're
sure, it won't affect your driving, but it'll affect your ability to get into your fucking car.
Actually, my car was updating last week with a minor update. And I could get in the car, but it said like driving disabled. Like so, you can't drive the car when it's updating.
I mean, the problem is
you can schedule it to be like overnight.
Right, but if the update breaks your car, then fuck trying to go anywhere with it, right?
Well, that's when you get an Uber and call a tow truck. Like it's the same thing as like a normal car. Like if your regular car is not starting up, then like you're also gonna get it towed. If there's an emergency, I don't know, Greg.
Fair.
Fucking walk. Your house is on fire and your car is updating. Just fucking sprint, man. Just go full on, just run. Just go full Forrest Gump. Exactly. Full Forrest Gump, just fucking run. Don't give a shit, just run. Besides, Greg, if your car is updating while your house is on fire, I'm pretty sure your car is going to be fucked anyway from probably the battery exploding due to a fire. Though, actually, I've seen videos of someone... like they had a house fire, but the car's exterior was fucked, but like the battery and everything was fine. They just need like a new. Obviously, they need to like replace some of the filters and some of the other minor things, but like the car was still like it just needed some decent repairs, but like it was still fine.
Yeah.
Which is good to know. Like I'm not sure. Obviously, that depends on the nature of like the fire, where it is, how fast it spreads, how aggressive it is. But like you can get lucky. Like it's lucky with that you're like not screwed completely. Either way though, that car's not gonna be drivable like that. What do you mean? You're not gonna see it? You're not saying you're EV on fire to test this.
It's a John Cena fire. It's just it just appears out of there and is extremely loud and violent.
And
it's also probably wearing spandex or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
And doing and eating ice cream while speaking Chinese.
Yeah.
You see that meme, right?
Yeah.
I love that meme. That meme is so goofy. Because like the thing is, he's fucked up, and I think he said something about Taiwan or whatever, and like offended China. So yeah, like basically had to beg for forgiveness.
That's not a large bar to do.
No, he was like, "Oh yeah, I went to the country of Taiwan," and they're like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?" He went, "I'm so sorry." Like I'm Chinese.
China gets extremely butthurt.
It really is. Like I get the 2-1 China policy, but like, bruh, just accept that they're not you.
At this point, like you're not saving face trying to
just like don't do anything. Just like leave it. There's no point in like trying to do anything with it. It's Taiwan. Just fucking leave it alone. Minus like 10 million social credit for all of us.
I mean, look, they probably already hate me.
Oh, I know they hate me. So does like the American government.
They probably hate all of us. It's not like we haven't been vocal about this before.
True. Yeah, they probably don't like me. I share them on Twitter a lot.
I mean, well, anyway, so before I went to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, your story. What's your story?
So, in lieu of the previous conversation topic, which was lights, So I was having to pass through like a kind of residential area, like one of those with like all the tall buildings, but still a lot of roadway in the middle of
Yeah,
it, right?
like with a bunch
And
of
I
apartments
ended,
just like
yeah,
nearby.
and I ended up near
Get that out of the way.
near or at an intersection there, right?
Right, right, as you do.
And so I was having to make a left turn,
Okay.
and it's like a two-lane left turn,
Right.
and
It's like there's one lane for
I
going
was
left purely, another lane for you turning.
yeah, and I was just sitting there because the light had just turned, and I was just and I was waiting for it to turn for all the other lanes and stuff, right?
Right for your
And
turn to come
then
back.
and I was checking like the left side because that's what I usually check to see whether or not the light is going to change sooner. So I
Right.
see the light probably turning soon. And there's a guy to my left, so I'm figuring, okay, he's probably going to turn as well. And then I'm watch as three people come by onto the road, or from the left, or from my right, making a left turn, right?
Oh, good.
And one of them was there when it was green. One of
Okay.
them started going when it was probably yellow. And so that person goes, and then the person to my left starts driving while I'm watching all the cars continue on. The last person, who was very clearly driving in the middle of the road while the light was red,
Is
because our
this
light had just turned green, is still driving and nearly hits the dude that was to my left while I'm just sitting there watching this.
Oh man.
Because, like, I don't trust. Like, here's the thing: I don't trust lights worth shit after watching
No.
people drive. I'm always giving it like a second or two to go before
Yeah, I'm
I
like
start
I
moving.
yeah,
Because
you
I'm
like
just
you
like,
look left and right to be like, is there a dumbass trying to beat the light that hasn't slowed down?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and like that has saved me from getting
Oh
run
yeah.
into cars.
Oh
Because
yeah. It avoids
the
you
thing
getting
is,
T-boned.
the person that was making the red left turn from the right, um, if I had gone, I probably would have gotten hit because of
Yeah.
where they stopped. And I was just
Yeah.
like, well,
Actually, the funny thing
they're
is, I was
smart
coming
about
home today
this.
from the movies, and I like stopped at an intersection, and then like I was like, and the light turned green, like for, like it was two left turn lanes, and then like a right turn lane, and then like two in the middle, and then like the left turn lane turned green, like the two green lights, and the guy in the lane, and like there was like I was in like the righter, like just straightforward lane because I'm like, okay, I got a right turn coming up, but I don't want to be in the lane to change lanes yet. So I go right, and then the guy I guess misreads the light signal. Like he reads the turn signal as green, sees oh green shit, and he moves into the middle of the street into the intersection, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Luckily, no one got hit, but like, and I don't think anyone honked him because no one was coming by. But it was just like, are you a dumbass? Like these people are turning. It's not the turn signal, and he just sped on through. Like he didn't stop when he realized, oh shit, it's red. He just kept driving because he was like, oh yeah, it's green. The thing is, I think there's a camera at that intersection. So, oops, for that guy. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
curious if I'll capture anything on the Tesla cam. If I see like an accident in front of
I
me,
have been through many of these.
yeah, we all have, Greg.
Greg understands.
I think if
Actually,
I
speaking of which, like, I actually have been. I did see a traffic accident happen in real time at some point.
oh yeah,
So, I used to go to San Francisco a lot because of family, right?
right, yeah.
And so,
Ugh, I hate driving on that
there's this
bridge.
one section somewhere. I couldn't tell you where, but it's
Is
like
it before or after the
there.
bridge?
Well, I mean, it's after. It's in SF.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I have no idea
But
either.
so the thing is that the section goes like there's a hard left,
Ooh,
a soft left, a left that goes slightly forward,
Oh man.
and then two left or two straightaways or something, right?
Ugh.
And so my family and I were driving over there
Right.
once, and there's this guy who was also, or just a random other driver, right? Who clearly had never seen this before. So I think
Oh,
they
boy.
go into the wrong lane to try and make a turn.
Oh,
Try
good.
to make the turn, and then immediately get hit
Wrecked.
by somebody trying to go straight away.
Oh my
or
fucking
something.
god.
And it's just like, oh lordy.
You see it and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why I'm glad I have like the cam feature. Because like if I see an accident, I can be like, oh, I can like if I don't have anywhere to immediately be, you know, if I like have time to like report it or whatever, I can be like, hey cops, you know, I caught the whole thing like on my screen from my Tesla, and they'll be like, oh, and I'll be like, yeah, here's the footage, and you can see who's at fault. And they're like, all right, and they could be like, all right. So I hope to never have to use that feature, but it's good to have that because then I can potentially save someone's ass for them not being at fault.
Or you can screw somebody else over.
Well, I'll screw them both over if I don't have to give anyone the footage. But like, I've seen some insane accidents. Like, I think right in front of me, like a couple of months ago, like there was, I don't know, it was a couple months ago. It was like probably a couple of years ago. It's like pre-COVID, I think, actually. Now I think about it, which is definitely more than a couple months ago. But like, there was like I think it was like a smaller car got caught up with an SUV, and just like they whacked right into each other, and I had to like avoid it. And like, luckily I did. I got out of there. I'm like, holy shit!
Good thing you got.
I was like, holy shit! What the fuck did I almost get into? Like, have you ever gotten into an accident, Daniel, or no? Like even a fender bender.
I mean, by the very loosest description of it, yes, I think I have, because I think when I was first starting to work, there was like a stoplight intersection
Right.
that I had to go by,
Right,
and
typical.
I was just tired or something that
Ow.
one day, so like there were two cars in front of me, right?
Right.
One of them goes, and then
Oh.
for some reason my brain immediately picked up on the fact that there was a car going.
There's movement
And-
happening.
Well, yeah, there was movement, so I was like, okay, since there's a car there, that means I can go because the cars are gone, right? Because it's not a very populated stop sign intersection, right? So I wasn't
Right.
I just didn't
Think?
what's the word? Well, think, but also like register that there was a person in front of me. So I just go forward and just
man.
lightly tap the person in front of me. And
Oh.
I'm like, oh god, whoops.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't think either of our cars were really damaged from it.
Did you like pull over to the side of the road or anything, or
Yeah,
nah?
we did pull over to try and check. And,
Okay, that's good.
So we did exchange like insurance and
Right, just in case
we
someone
tried
found
to,
something.
and then later on I realized that we got no useful information from each other.
Nice.
So that was fun. But then like yeah, it wasn't like anything really happened.
Nice.
Oh yeah, so while we're talking about vehicular accidents, well, like, have you
Mad
heard
Max is
of...
coming soon, chat.
Well, that wasn't what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about instead the legendary truck killer bridge.
I love that bridge. Is that the 11'8" bridge?
Yes, I think so. The
All
one
right.
that's just short enough.
Every
to fuck over.
every fucking truck or RV.
You would think that at some point they'd say, "Stop bringing trucks over here" or something.
It said there's a sign that legit says like oversized, and they like
Well-
ignore it. They're like, oh yeah, it's probably like because there's a car behind me as well. It's like, no. Yeah, Chad, if you haven't seen the 11'8" YouTube channel, It's been active for God, like how many years?
Yes, I
Since
have
like the
seen
late
how
2000s.
we've
Holy
seen
shit!
some of those getting
Yeah, they get
shaved
really
off.
shaved off. Yeah, it's insane. Like
If you
big
haven't
rigs get
seen
picked.
those,
It's so good. I love the ones where the truck just goes like, it's like a bungee. It just slings back.
yeah, the ones that are like the truck thinks that, oh yeah, I can go full speed under this, and it's just
Yeah, they're
like,
like, I can still make it, and it's just it's a
okay.
fucking can opener. Yeah, those videos are insane. I'm like, are you that stupid? Because like the thing is, for all those
Well,
commercial vehicles, you know what happens to that driver? They're probably fired for that.
well, gee, you don't say.
Like it's insanity.
Like, how does it keep happening? Is my question.
People are
Like, aside
fucking
from
stupid.
whether or not, like, there's a sign that indicates the truck killer bridge is there, like, certain does GPS or something not tell them that this bridge is going to rip open their truck?
No,
Or
GPS
something?
doesn't do that. Like, there's a, I think, I don't know, there should be like a way in like Google Maps or Apple Maps to like indicate like, hey, I'm driving this kind of truck or something. Like, because it knows like what kind of, like if you're plugging into a thing with CarPlay, like it knows like, okay, this is like a Hyundai or like an aftermarket or like a Honda or like an older GM. Like it knows like, okay, this is GM, blah 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 digits. Like you'd think that the car would go, hey, I've detected you're in a this type of van. Like it's like you're in a U-Haul. What is the height of your U-Haul? Like, come on, it should know that shit. I don't know why they don't do that. It pisses me off. Like, come on, Apple, Google, do your thing. Did I not clean this at all? God damn it! Gotta clean this.
Yeah.
You know, there's some dumb drivers. Here, I'll send you the Wham Bam Tesla Cam link later. It's insane. The amount of drivers, I'm like, holy shit. People are terrible.
This is what happens when we lower our standards instead of raising them.
Yeah, by the way, half the accidents I saw in a video today were caused by old people. What a shocker, am I right?
Yeah.
Old people being like, I can still drive. You killed 3 people today. I can still drive. Ugh.
You know, I seem to recall that one of our family friends, before I think they passed away a little while ago, the last time I remember anything about them, I was in a car with them because we were going out to lunch, I think.
Were they driving?
And they were just like going so fucking slowly, I think.
Oh,
Like I don't
man.
drive very fast.
Like they're going like 15 miles under the speed limit.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
was
I
like,
hate that.
oh, we're going so slowly.
Yeah,
So-
meanwhile, one of my grandma's friends, I don't know if she's dead or not, her friend, but like she was a terrible, terrible driver. She would just speed all the time. It'd be like a 30 section, she'd go like 45. And then like there was like a turn that's like, hey, you should slow down for this turn. Nope. Like it's a
Yeah,
big
those
wide
are
turn
worse.
where like if you turn the wrong way, you will wind up on your fucking head. And I'm like, holy shit. And then like one time I was with my grandma like in the car with her friend, and she was driving us back from like I think it was like a party or something where all our family and friends were. And like she took us back to where our car was at her house. And like my grandma, I like turned to my grandma when we got in the car, like left her house after we said goodbye, like to her friend. I'm like, do you just want me to drive? Because my grandma was pretty rad. My grandma's like, here you go, take the keys.
Yeah.
So I just drove us home safely. So grandma was like, I don't want to drive after that. After seeing her
Yeah.
friend do terrible driving. Because like, my grandparents are actually like decent drivers. Like they drive fine. They don't really drive that slow. Like they're all right drivers for being like old.
They're certainly not that.
Surprising amount of those drift around every corner running off the road drivers are retirees. It's less scary. Yeah, and they're consistently in like Florida and Arizona. It's insane. Because those are retiree states. Because if you're on the East Coast and you're retired, you go to Florida, and if you're retired on the West Coast, you go to like Arizona or New Mexico.
Yeah.
But typically Arizona. Because with Arizona, you have the benefit of you can just drive like 3 hours into Cali and you'll be at the beach. Like it's not hard to get. Like let me do the. Excuse me. I'm gonna do maps.
Oh god, we're all screwed.
All right, do the Phoenix. Just do Phoenix, Arizona, to Santa Monica Pier. see, how far of a drive is that? Yeah, it's like a 6-hour drive. So like that's a date, like that's a weekend trip you can make. You can be like, hey, let's go to LA this weekend. You can get to LA. Like you leave on like early on a Friday, like at like I don't know, like 6 in the morning. It takes like 5 hours. You'll be there by like lunchtime. Like so you can get some lunch, or if you leave later, like 11, it'll be like dinner by the time you get there. You can go out to get something nice to eat. You can then go to the beach or the pier. Like living in Arizona has the perks of you can just get to California. It's like a lot of retirees live there. Let me tell you, there's a lot of goddamn snowbirds in Arizona. As someone who lived in Arizona for 3 years, holy shit, there's so many terrible drivers in Arizona. Oh my god. That's where I got into my car accident too. But it wasn't an old person who caused it. It was a different person.
That's what I want you to think, but it was actually an old person disguised as a young person.
Daniel, I took their the cop helped us get photos of their IDs.
That's what they want you to think.
Okay, well, whatever. That car got me my last car. That accident got me my last car, so you know. But yeah, I was explaining to Greg the accident earlier, so I won't repeat it unless you want me to, Daniel. I'll probably repeat it like off stream unless you've heard me talk about it before.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was just like it was just not Luckily, the best part is everyone was okay. Like, yeah, the vehicles were like all effectively totaled, but like everyone physically was like okay. Like there was no broken backbones, there was no like cuts, no one was bleeding. It was just like a bunch of we were all like in shock, and I was like, holy shit, and like called the cops or whatever. I'm like, hey, I've been involved in an accident.
I love how your reaction is no different than how it usually is.
Well, I mean, like, because I was like, oh, good. I mean, I think that's appropriate in that situation of what the fuck. You know?
Well, yes, but it's just your natural state of being of holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Like, you need better expletives, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but come on. Don't tell me this. Tell me this isn't like a good. This isn't a good effect. You know.
Okay, it's not a good effect. Reaction. Holy shit! But also I live. Suck on that, Grim Reaper.
Yeah. I mean, it was a low-speed accident.
I mean,
it's like no one was really gonna probably die from it unless they were like. I don't know.
Oh no! I stubbed my toe too hard. I am now deceased.
I mean, that's what happens to hemophiliacs, my guy. Like literally, like any kind of small cut can just kill them because their body doesn't know what the fuck how to clot blood.
Right.
Which is not very fun to have to deal with that.
Well, gee.
Okay, give me the short extension. No, give me the long extension. To get the roof better.
Well, so this side is more or less done aside from the roof, which I'm working on. How's your side?
It's going good. I'm just working on the roof and some of the walls.
Yeah, I think once we finish this one, we'll call it for today.
Yeah, this is a big one.
I mean, they're only gonna get more like this.
I know, but like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy.
Well, that's what the triple one is for.
This just reminds me of... I know this is a subway, but it legit just reminds me of, like, the obvious. Like, it reminds me of, I don't know, like, one of the ones in SF. You know what? It has as much grime as the ones in SF do.
You're not wrong.
I mean, those... Dude, the stations are so bad. Like, I know, like, the thing is, see how much those workers make? A lot. Like, the cleaners for, like, BART can make a fuckload of money if they do their cards right. It's insane. I think I saw a study that there was, like, one person, like, who did so much overtime as, like, a janitor for BART who made $350,000 in a year. Because they just did overtime, because their boss is like, yeah, sure, you can come in. Yeah, sure, you can come in. Yeah, sure, you can come in. And I'm like, how much overtime did you have to do to make $350,000 as a fucking janitor? I'm like, man, am I in the wrong business? Should I be a janitor?
You probably don't want to be a janitor.
No, because the amount of shit, like, you have to clean up needles and crap, too. Like, shout out to all the janitors who are either watching the stream or more likely not, no one watching the stream. Like, thank you. Toilet water,
Thank you
interesting
for
Call of
cleaning up
Duty.
the shit that
Interesting
I've-
Call of Duty gameplay. Toilet water. I mean, technically, I am playing a first-person shooter.
This
It's
is
not Call of
true.
Duty, but it is a first-person shooter.
But yeah, like I've literally seen somebody start pissing on.
Me too.
Gosh.
Like on the train, or
Like literally on the train.
okay, I haven't seen that. I've seen someone do it in the station.
I saw somebody. No, so here's the thing.
I saw
right?
someone using
So-
a needle on the train.
Oh boy. But no. So here's the thing. So I I was going to college, I think, when this happened. So it was just a normal morning, right? I got on the BART train, was just sitting there
Mind your own
waiting
business.
to get off, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
then I
as you
see
do.
like a person dressed kind of coming on the train, and normally I'm not going to be the type of person to be like, oh no, there's a person with not as clean clothes or whatever coming
Yeah.
onto the train. Ew, I'm gonna get off, right?
I'm gonna go change cars.
Certainly, if it's bad, I will try to leave, or if they smell bad because I cannot
Oh,
handle
man.
the smell,
Oh my god. The
then I
smell.
will leave. But like, it didn't seem that problematic, right?
Yeah.
And then I just see out of the corner of my eye while I'm just watching them
They unzip their
that they
pants.
start taking off their pants, and I'm just like, okay, nope, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And I think when I'm leaving to get onto the next train, I hear the sound of water, and everybody else also just gets up and starts.
Oh my
moving.
God.
And it's like, oh yeah, this is.
Yeah, that guy's
That's
definitely pissing.
It was a girl, I think,
Oh man, that's even worse.
and they were pissing right at the door too.
Jesus, were they hoping it would like go through the door?
I don't know, and I did not stay long enough to figure that out.
Good call, my guy. Good call to leave. Now, if I see so much skeevy shit on Bart, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't know, man. They need to put more Bart officers on trains or something. Like, we're putting them on trains. I'm like, then why am I seeing, like, 0?
Because they're on some train, not the train.
Put them on
you're
every train. Put them on every train. Not every train car, but just at least one on train.
hoping to trap everybody.
What, you've triggered my trap piss?
They're on the top of the train. Ew.
Oh, God. Comes through the fucking roof.
Yeah, that'd be gross.
Affixed with tape, Greg. They're affixed with tape to the top of the train. Oh my god.
Was a girl taking a leak at least attractive? I do not. believe
Probably
so.
not, my guy. If she's taking a piss on public trans, asking for a friend, or not a friend. I mean, my guy, I think if you're stooping to people who piss on public transit, you got really shitty standards, man. I wouldn't go for that if I were you. I mean, you're your own person, you know. Like, go ahead and but the heart wants it wants. But I would strongly advise against it. I would advise picking someone who knows at least to like go find a McDonald's to piss at, because those things are everywhere.
Does Bart actually have bathrooms? I forget.
I think some of the stations do. Like, definitely some of the stations do. I think but I think the ones at least that have like parking lots like out in the bay. But I think the ones in SF don't have bathrooms, because I think for the ones in SF you need to just go to the they expect you to get off the train and walk down like effectively Market Street to go find like a bathroom.
Sounds like a health hazard, honestly.
Yeah, well, they're spending $1.5 million on a public toilet in San Francisco, so clearly they know how to spend their fucking money. That's not a joke, by the way. They are spending 1.5. You found it exactly once? Yeah. No, I mean, I've seen them.
You believe it was a hallucination? Oh.
Yeah. I think on their website you can see, like, where they have, bathrooms. Here's the thing. I don't think I would want to use a BART bathroom anyway. It's probably disgusting.
Well, no, but also, at least it will stop people from pissing on the train.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, hopefully it would.
Yeah, hopefully. But, it's people on BART. Is there a subreddit called? I think there's like a New York, like people of the New York on the subway subreddit probably. Is there a BART one, or is BART not that popular enough versus the subway
I
in New York?
mean, look it up on the off time, I guess.
Yeah, I'll look it up later if there's like a subway. Like, there's gotta be like a subreddit for that. There always is. Like people of Walmart, for example, but like for subways. Have you seen that people of Walmart subreddit? It's insane. There's so many whack jobs who walk into Walmart. Holy shit. It's insane. There's so many weirdos who go to Walmart.
I can believe it.
But I don't go to Walmart. The only time I went to Walmart in the last, like, I think year was because I needed something that, like, they had in stock but no one else did, and it was kind of late in the day. I'm like, I don't want to wait for Amazon. Look at that, Walmart's in an actually, like, nice area. And I was able to do curbside, so I just pulled up, sat in the curbside spot, used the app to say, hey, I'm here, and then I left after I got my product. And that was it. I didn't even have to go in the store.
Good job. You circumvented having to enter a Walmart.
I mean, I do the same thing with Target at this point, because Target, like, locks all their shit up and it's annoying. So I'm like, you know what? You can... Fine, if you want to lock it, fine. It'll be your job to go get the shit I want to buy. Good luck. I want almonds? I want, like, cashews or something? Go find cashews, my guy. Like, anywhere I can just use pickup, I always do it, because it's just faster. Because then I'm like, oh, cool, it'll be ready in, like, 2 hours. I can do other shit in the meantime. I don't have to, like, go to the Target. I don't have to waste time looking around to figure out where the hell the item is. All I have to do is just go, oh, hey, here's the item. It says it's in stock at this store. Add to cart. That's all I have to do. I really don't have to do much else. It's nice. Holy shit, look at this place. It actually looks nice now.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It's the power of power washing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Instagram has recommended to me a power washing guy.
Nice.
It's very entertaining to watch. I also found a guy, like, cleans gutters. Dude, holy shit. How do people not clean a gutter with a shovel every, like, before it rains? God. It's not hard to clean a gutter. You get, like, a ladder, and that's it. Like, you need a ladder and, like, one of those, like, gardening shovels to, like, scoop crap out and, like, put it on the, like, ground. It is not hard to clean a freaking gutter. My dad and, like, my brother and I would do it before it rained every year. We'd be like, oh, it's raining this weekend? All right, time to go up on the ladder today and get all the gunk. And then, like, we'd have no issues after that with, like, the gutters. It would just rain and it would just drain. There was no problems. Like, God. So, did you ever have to, like, clean out drains with a parent or anything, like your gutter? I'm curious if that's a thing for you as well that you've done. Or if your parents were more like a... No, don't go up there. You shouldn't go up there. Because my dad would definitely put my brother and I on the ladder and be like, all right, well, I'm going to stay here, but you guys do it.
Man, I want to point out that all of these walls over here are not cleaned sufficiently.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't say sorry, clean your damn mess.
No. Greg, do you have any weird Bart stories as well, or no? I've seen oh god, the Bay Area subreddit is insane. Don't go to the Bay Area subreddit. Jesus. It's run by nutjobs. Also, apparently there's a ballot measure that might be constant.
Like a year old.
Yeah. Also, apparently there's a chance that one of our ballot propositions might be forcibly removed by a judge because it qualifies more as like a state, like it's not just like, oh, it's an amendment. It's like a full-on like replacement to like the Constitution, which can only be passed by the legislature and then the public. It would make it so that any kind of government fee is considered a tax, quote unquote. So, like, oh, you want to raise the parking meter? Gotta vote for it. Oh, you want to raise the, like, meter, the PG&E bill? Gotta vote for it. Like, it's insane. PG&E one I'm down for, though. Fuck PG&E. Holy shit, I hate those bastards. Stop billing me so much money. What do I do to you? Pissing on a Barbie, you're like a year old? Yeah, probably. You power wash yours, you have a special extension so you don't have to go on the roof. Oh, you have a power washer. Okay. So you just get to play this game IRL. Nice.
And honestly, aside from that, I haven't really experienced much weirdness on BART.
Yeah, no, most of my BART rides have been pretty safe and clean. Anytime I get, like, I feel like, this isn't good, I just go to another train car. Because there's usually, like, 4 to 8 of them, so I'm like, I'm just going to the next one over. Because, like, you get vibes, and you're like, nah.
Oh, God.
The more fun is using a hose, like the sad pleb you are, Greg. Yeah. We didn't use a hose, we used a shovel. Like a gardening shovel. One of those, like, small ones. Like a potted plant. God damn it, can this get clean? Why is this one so difficult? What's on the roof? Yeah, yeah, exactly like a spade, Greg, yeah. Like a mini shovel. Here, let me... I'd put an image.
You keep getting distracted, that's why this roof isn't clean.
This roof's so insane. Like, this isn't even getting cleaned. You have an extension on yours?
I have a short one.
Okay.
But I'm getting it clean more because of where I'm angling mine, rather than anything about the
No, Greg, it's not a giant 5-foot shovel. It's like a mini one. It's like maybe 5 inches. It's like enough for you to put your hand around the handle. Like one hand.
How would you even get a 5-foot shovel up on there? Anyway?
You pass it to another person.
Well, no, but I mean, like, in a gutter.
Oh, I don't know. Talent. Like, your gutter's massive. It's just fucking massive. It's just a big gutter. Have you tried using spite? Thanks, Greg. Spite is the answer, I guess.
Look,
like, no, the shovel's going in, damn it. It's not too big, it's going in. Insert "that's what she says" joke here.
I mean...
I've crammed a lot of things into openings too small to accommodate them with the power of spite. Okay, Greg. No, I don't want to rephrase that. This... Yeah, toilet water, if you're wondering why...
Greg, you.
Yeah, toilet water, but if you're wondering why Greg is in chat today and not talking, he is feeling a bit under the weather this week, so...
Hasn't toilet water been in chat while Greg's had
I think
this
possibly toilet water. I'm not sure if you've been here or not. I'm trying to remember. It's been a long weekend. You're still sick? I know, Greg.
Every day's been a long day.
That is true, yeah. Yeah. No news? Okay. I mean, what else? Like, I'm trying to think, what else has happened this weekend?
Oh, I can see where the issue is suddenly. I was wondering why we haven't gotten the 3 items with how much you've been cleaning. I see. You've just been missing out on literally every small bit of requirement necessary to get the full cleans.
Getting the roof in a minute. Let me just get this. A big swath of ceiling. You need your ceiling power wash, Greg?
You know, speaking of ceilings, at my grandparents' house, or one of them, they had like a styrofoam ceiling or something. I remember.
Oh. That's interesting.
And I don't remember how, but as a kid, I would continuously jump up and whack the top of it so it would fall down.
Nice. I think all of us would have done that. At my grandparents' house, on one side of the family, it rained and it got into the attic, and it created like a big dip in the ceiling, like just a big dip. And then my dad got like a big bucket and put it in there, and it then suddenly opened, and there was a lot more water now. Like, Jesus Christ.
How's this clock not clean? Oh, you missed the edges, of course you did.
Give me the short extension. Yeah, like, my god. I'm using the 0 degree.
And you do you.
It's left.
Well, all the, or I think at least one of the rails isn't.
Signal light. One of the signal lights. Really?
No, do the rails on this side. Maintenance doors. I'll do. No, I'll do the air vents first. Where are the air vents?
Where are the rails? Let's see.
Maybe.
You guys heard the news about a 600-year-old? I have not seen that news. What are you talking about, Toilet Water? I've not seen the news about the dude who carried a 600-year-old skeleton that was his spiritual girlfriend. I have not seen that news. What are you talking about? I have not seen that.
Yeah, please enlighten us.
Yeah, did you see it on, like, I'm assuming Twitter or Reddit or something? I have not seen that. Oh, that's a ding.
Yeah, that's on my side, though. Somewhere in Reddit.
I'm Googling that. Let's see. 600-year-old skeleton.
Matt, I can see exactly what track is dirty.
Googling. Peruvian man found a century. Oh, that's from a year ago. Oh. Peruvian man. Here we go. March 2023. Peruvian man found a centuries-old mummy in his cooler bag. He called the corpse Juanita, quote, my spiritual girlfriend. Oh my god. Is this it, Toilet Water? Is this link correct? I'm curious if that's correct or not. Okay, where are the air vents?
Matt, did you already forget what you were assigned to do?
That's it, Toilet Water? Alright, good, I found it. Yay. Oh, you got the track.
Yes, no thanks to you.
Whatever. Here, let me get the signal lights. I'm gonna go figure what that is. Okay, that works.
All of these things are on your side, aside from the door.
Where's like the little bit of signal light? Is it this thing? No, it's not this one. Okay, this one doesn't need to be cleaned. Okay. There's like a bit missing. Jesus. Oh, there we go. That's done. Uplighting ledge. Where is that?
Let's see. Yeah, it's one of the top ones, so that's I can handle that one. Go find the air vent.
Okay.
Okay.
They took that girl from after a scan. They found it was a guy and not a girl. He was spiritually gay. Like they did a DNA test. That's hilarious. Imagine being like, "Oh, it's my girlfriend." It's like, no, dude.
What?
That's
Wait, hold on. What? What do you mean it's complete? What about the air vent?
Let's find the air. I don't know. The air vent. I know. I pressed X and it's escape and it's clean. It's cleaned now. Let's find the air vent real quick and let's just double check.
He took his girlfriend away after, and oh, no, he got spiritually catfished.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Really though, where is this air vent? No.
She was a drag queen before drag queens were a thing.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying.
Seriously, where's
this the air vent?
What is this air vent?
I don't know, but I see the outside world. I would like to go there.
Well, you can go there very, very soon, but after we find this fucking air vent that apparently exists.
Where's the air vent in here? What even do air vents look like?
Well, I mean, it's probably like a folded piece of metal, I would assume, somewhere. And I would assume that's on like the top portion,
Yeah.
but I genuinely just have no idea.
Oh wait, it's saying this thing, Daniel. It's saying this thing isn't cleaned. Oh look there.
Oh,
There you go. Job
well,
complete again.
nice.
I get to watch this footage again. It's gonna be me going to that air vent after everything's clean, like just walking around being like, huh. Watch left side. Yep, there it is. Like, what the hell? Someone explain that nonsense.
I don't know. Anyway,
Fortune
so
teller's
what?
wagon.
So what else do we got in terms of?
The next one up is Fortune Teller's Wagon.
That
That seems like it's simpler.
This one is small, so we could do it right now if you want.
I'm down.
To. All right, let's finish off with this, and then we'll be done.
Yep. And then, as a reminder, we are going to have Penacony Week.
Penacony Week!
Hurrah, Penacony Week. All right, let me just change also Sunday.
If you want to watch anything literal or anything else that's not Honkai Star Rail, go somewhere else for a week.
Yeah.
And probably go somewhere else on the internet for a week, because I'm pretty sure most of the internet's going to be playing Star Rail next week.
The internet's going to be playing either Star Rail or, I don't know, what else comes out, like, lately? I don't know. What other games are out right now that are new? Paper Mario in a few weeks. That'll be good. I think we'll play that. I'll add that to the list. I want to play Thousand Year Door.
Well, I mean, be warned. I can't help you with a Paper Mario game.
That's fine. I've played through a decent portion of the original one on an emulator, like the N64, and then I've seen the Game Grumps play through the game, 3000 Year Door.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that you'll be able to strategize on your own without any help?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I'll be able to do a decent job. Is this clean or not? What the hell?
What are you even looking at?
The chest.
It says you haven't done the under... Yeah, there you go.
What was clean?
Well, you probably missed, like, the underside of, like, the chest thing. Probably because you were doing it from an upwards angle.
What? Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be...
Very good. I thought you were going to spam in chat Penacony, as you usually do for voice chat.
No. See, Greg needs to do it when it's least expected.
Is he getting food? Ah. You can finally hold down food? That's good, that's good. I'm assuming you're mostly drinking, like, soup and stuff like that? Like something light? It's not like...
No, he's been eating food and then regurgitating it like a bird.
Ew. Yeah, when I'm sick, Oh, dude.
When I'm sick, I too become bird.
No, like when I'm sick, I was sick a few weeks ago.
When I'm sick, I also get that one
Christ!
alcohol brand from way back when.
Coca-Cola?
No, the one where it's like the Mexican
Tonic?
dude that's like, I'm not always playing, but when I do, I get...
Oh, Dos Equis.
Yeah, Dos Equis.
Well, Greg is saying Soul Glad.
Please don't drink Soul Glad. That's probably why you can't hold down the food.
Yeah. You know, I mean, when I'm sick, I usually just eat like a Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs thing, because it's something I can make in 30 seconds. It's not too heavy, like, and I can just eat it and really not, like, worry about it, like, making me more sick, because, like, it's consistent, like, between the different cans. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what to expect here.
I know exactly what to expect here. Shit.
I like Chef Boyardee. It's not great, but it's pretty good. Like, it's just consistent. Like, it's nice. It takes a minute and a half to cook in the microwave. You don't have to prepare a million things. All you need is a fork. And a bowl.
I guess I thought of something else that we can talk about. So,
Oh.
y'all watched the Sariel live concert yet?
I saw someone shout "I am Firefly's dog" in Chinese on live stream.
Well, yes, but besides that,
No. I saw Sam's VA react to Sam appearing at the concert. He was like, "Oh, I wish I could have been there."
yeah, that was actually pretty fucking.
That looked badass.
I love how they just got a Sam cosplayer, or it might have been the Sam cosplayer too, because it looked like the same person.
Like from the One Night in Penacony.
Yeah, good old.
Yeah, I think they have like a
reliable
suit on.
chicken soup when you're sick. Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. I've watched nothing except Matt and Beyblade. Oh yeah, Beyblade. God, I still can't get over the Noah had a Beyblade shit. Christ.
That wasn't Noah. That was Moses. Get your facts straight.
As a Jew, I should know better. I literally had Passover like 2 weeks ago, which is all about Moses
passed
doing
over that Beyblade on the way over.
There was no mention of the Beyblade in the prayer.
Well, that sounds like a issue with your prayer book, then.
My dad got it off Google.
Well, see, there's your issue. It doesn't give you the good old Beyblade lore.
Alright, well, Daniel, if you can find me a Passover prayer phrase that says, "Thank you, God, for the Beyblade," I'll bring it up next year. Oh, God in heaven.
Thank you for giving us the power of the spin.
Thank you for giving us the power of the spin. All ye Egyptians who have kept us in bondage shall now fear us as we leave this place with the power of the Beyblade. Baruch atah Adonai.
Noses? Really, Greg?
Yeah, God. Those are the, like, 3 starting words, I swear to God, like, every goddamn Jewish prayer is Baruch atah Adonai. Like, holy shit, that shit is drilled in my skull. Ugh.
No, I understand, Greg, but also, why have you done this?
Alright, now I need one of those AI image generators to generate me an image.
Why do you need an AI generator to make you?
Because it's
going
gonna look like ass
a
anyway.
giant nose.
Alright, well, look at my face then.
Your nose isn't that big.
Good.
Stop trying to overcompensate with your nose.
Oh, Trump's face then? I don't know. His nose is pretty
No, his nose isn't that big either.
And who has a giant nose?
I can't think of a person off the top of my head, but have you seen, like, the nose of a Tengu?
What's a Tengu? Doofenshmirtz? Yeah, Doofenshmirtz has a big-ass nose.
Okay, yes, Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz does have a big nose.
But, like, a Tengu is, like, the human-looking dude with wings and bird talons that has, like, the nose that basically kind of looks like a penis.
What? How do you spell Tengu?
10, and then
G-U?
G-U.
Holy shit, that nose is huge.
Yes.
Jesus. Yeah, okay, that wins. It's
In
big and
terms
red.
of nose measuring contests, I think we have a winner.
Yeah.
And surprisingly and unsurprisingly, the winner looks like a dick too.
Yeah. An elephant? Oh yeah, with the trunk.
Okay,
yeah. Elephants win. Elephants win.
Okay, we're talking about human.
You're talking about human,
organisms.
like on a human face, Greg.
And
Elephants don't have
say
human. Don't say Bambi.
Don't say a human body.
Or not
with an
Bambi.
elephant
Don't say.
face.
What's the stupid? What's the stupid elephant from Disney? It's not Bambi.
Dumbo.
It's, thank you.
Bambi's a deer.
I know. I said it wrong as soon as I came out of my mouth. For the record, I haven't seen either of those movies. I just see memes about Bambi's mom getting shot.
The first of the dead moms.
Yeah. Wouldn't that actually be Cinderella? It's the only important bit of that movie, Greg.
I don't remember Cinderella's mom dying.
No, but she's like off screen or whatever because it's her stepmom.
Well, yeah,
Remember?
but we don't. I mean, like an on-screen mom.
Oh yeah, like you hear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only Disney
It's not,
character
it's
that
not
doesn't have a problem
mom,
with their
dad.
parents is God. It's not even Disney itself. It's like Inside Out. Both of the parents are alive.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, do we count? No, wait. Do we count Hercules? Because I thought his mom was alive. So.
Well, technically, both his parents are alive because they're gods, right?
No, I thought Hercules' mom is immortal because that's what. Zeus
Oh yeah,
tends to
right.
do.
Because of Zeus. Yeah. I think she's still alive. Yeah.
Also, I love.
I've
How,
never
like,
seen Hercules.
I love how benevolent they make Disney Zeus when if you actually look at Zeus in like proper mythology, he's like the worst kind of asshole.
Oh, he's terrible. All the Greek gods are just pricks. They're all
Some
terrible.
are okay.
There's a
Like,
reason
I
that
think
Zeus.
Hades-
There's a
I think
reason that
Hades
Kratos
is
killed them
pretty
all. There's a reason Kratos killed all of the Greek
Well,
gods.
Kratos killed all the gods because he was angry at all the gods, and you know how things go when
Kratos is
gets
pissed.
angry at
Yeah, I should drag you guys through God of War. That game is amazing. The story is so good in it. Like, 'cause they turned it from just a dumb action thing into like it has action absolutely, and that's one of the highlights.
Well,
but like the
maybe
story
instead of
really
bring
spoke to
us
me.
through the entire God of War franchise.
No,
You
just the
stick to-
PS4 and PS5 games.
Yeah,
Just the good ones.
I've seen the
Orbs.
old God of War stuff.
It's not very good. It's very PS2 action.
Yeah,
Of like, go here, hit the thing a few times, watch it die.
yeah.
No, the
That
newer
is
ones
it.
are so good. Like, holy shit. So,
Yeah.
what, have you played the PS4 God of War games? Or, no? Because I've played through the God of War, like, 2017, 2018 reboot. I've not played Ragnarok yet. I own the game, but I haven't played it yet. But I love that 2018 one. That it's one of my favorite games, like story-wise. There's an area of the map that's confusing and I got stuck, but I was able to figure it out with some help. I'm like, oh, okay, I have to go this way. Like
So you
even the
look-
devs admit that it's badly designed, that area. So it's not my fault.
You telling yourself that?
Shut up. Not specifically my fault.
Not specifically your fault. Sadly, no, but I do enjoy God of War. Nice. Oh yeah, I do have something else. I think
Well, it's on PC if you want to play it on PC. The original one is on PC, and I think Ragnarok is rumored to come to PC some point later this year because like it was in a leak, and a bunch of the other games, including that leak, have been ported to PC. So
Oh yeah, so
I get lucky.
other thing that happened, Pokemon VGC regional.
Oh, is that why they uploaded a spam bunch of videos in my feed today? They have regionals this weekend.
So I think it was Indianapolis. I think they said.
Cool.
I watched somebody bring a Hyper Beam on the Pokemon and
What?
KO Calyrex on the Ice Horse from full HP. That was interesting. I also
Jesus.
saw that somebody else had a Ditto on their team.
What?
Yeah, so apparently,
That's a strat.
like, there's been a bunch of Pokemon that have been boosting in this current format because I think they
Oh.
allowed a bunch of like old legendaries back in.
Oh,
so
boy.
they're like, oh yeah, so we're gonna have you, or I guess the dude was like, oh, I'll use this Ditto to fuck over somebody else.
a good
I
strat.
also saw for like the championship fight. The dude had a Groudon use Helping Hand,
Nothing.
and I had so many questions about just what even the hell happened when I saw that.
Who uses that? Your cackling
The guy
Greg?
that
Yeah, I
won
bet.
the tournament.
What?
Yeah, that Helping Hand play won him the tournament. I'm pretty sure.
What in the actual?
That's what I said. I was like, Groudon can even learn Helping Hand, and then the dude won the match, and I was like, oh my god.
Note to self: use that. In
Oh,
the
there's
very
a
niche
lot more going
circumstance he
in.
was in.
There's a lot more going into that than just using that one move.
Oh, I
but
know.
It was
It's very
funny
funny.
to watch.
Was the other guy just like super confused?
No, I think they already knew that that was a possible play because this is something that, like, most of the competitive players already know each other and are in the same sphere and shit.
Right? Yeah.
But as a person that hasn't been keeping up with like Pokemon content really, or at least like meta content as of late, it was just very shocking to see. Oh yeah, this is just a thing that people do now. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. It was definitely a time that was had.
Fun.
And then I think the person that no, was it a Kyogre matchup that one? Or was it the Miraidon that one? I think it might have been the Miraidon that one. But, eh. But yeah, to the surprise of literally nobody, the new legendaries are completely busted because Game Freak forgot how to, or stopped learning how to balance things since like Gen 5, maybe Gen 6.
That sounds like the Pokemon Company.
Yeah. I regret cackling cards. Good job, Greg.
Greg hurt himself in his laughter.
That's a new one.
Oh, my wrist is hurting.
Did you say your nose is retarded?
My wrist is hurting.
I'll give it a minute then.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. That's clean. Up here too. What the hell? Got a lot of dings. We're getting there.
Yeah. We are almost done.
Holy crap, the undercarriage. Oh, hi.
Hello.
There's no blood, which
Get
is
out of my
progress.
swamp.
Okay. That's just the entire Shrek movie. Get out and be swamp. Okay.
Oh yeah, did you see the Doug's newest videos?
No, not yet.
Oh, so he had the Twitch chat do the
Oh, God.
entirety of Macbeth and Shrek.
Macbeth. Okay.
Yeah, it,
How'd that
it
go?
went about as well as you think it would.
So it did.
Yes.
Oh God, I locked my computer screen on accident. I'm back.
Good job.
I hit the lock button on my computer.
Are we still streaming?
We're good. Yeah,
Well,
sorry for the black screen toilet water. My bad. I kind of hit a button on my keyboard.
we
Just
know.
was trying to reach for something. Sorry.
Anyway, how goes it on your side of the cleaning?
Going alright. Cleaning the stuff here. There we go. That's clean. Ah, there's this little spot right here that's dirty. There we go. window's clean.
Let's see. Shrek Beth.
You just now noticing that?
Yes.
Nice.
Because unlike you, I'm constantly trying to clean.
This is why I have 2 monitors. I just
I
wanted to
also
write that
have
place
2
seriously. I would love to
monitors,
act in it. Okay,
I mean,
Greg.
what would your role be if you wanted to act in it?
Tree number 6.
Tree number 6.
It's the most like NPC ass role you can have.
No, it's not even that. It's like the most important tree in the movie. It's the tree.
It's a tree
that's
for his
the...
swamp, for his house.
No, it's the tree that's actually the love interest.
For what, Gigi?
No, for Shrek.
Oh
but
my god, it's
but
Fiona,
the
but a
reason
tree.
why it's there is just to make as little sense as possible.
That's something like sounds like something an art major would make up.
I mean,
Give us this background noise. Nice. The tree that killed Shrek Beth, Greg. Thanks, Greg. I don't even know what Macbeth's about.
you don't? That's
No.
like part of a high school curriculum.
We didn't do that in high school.
Well, then it's probably middle school curriculum.
We
Then.
didn't do that either. I just didn't learn Macbeth. I only know Macbeth because I saw a Simpsons episode that had Magneto in it as Macbeth. It was like not Magneto, it was like the actor. Like the Simpsons went to London. And apparently you're not supposed to say like Macbeth when the play's going on. And they just kept saying Macbeth and he just kept getting like struck by lightning. Like it's a later Simpsons episode, so it's like not that great. Or it does run the Queen of England off the road. Or is that no Family Guy? Peter just straight up kills her. This is fucking Family Guy.
I really don't understand the humor of Family Guy and Simpsons.
Simpsons is good. Family Guy is. It's good in small bursts. That's why you see the compilations of Family Guy that are like a minute long. Not compilations, but like clips.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good in little clips. Family Guy. I'm not the biggest Family Guy fan. I think it's fine, but like it is kind of like, it's not my cup of tea. Like I tried watching it, and I'm just like, man, everyone was really an asshole. Which I guess is the point, but like, holy shit. Why was everyone such a dick to Meg? Like, it was so funny. Like, they had a thing where they were cross-promoting Mila Kunis's movie. Mila Kunis plays Meg. And so, like, she was like, oh, hey, buy my movie. And literally Peter Griffin comes off the ground and like, says, no, we don't do that here. I'm like, holy shit. She came in, like, do a plug for her own movie. As, like, a joke. They really just shit on Meg. In that show.
Yeah, life of the designated butt monkey is not a fun one.
Yeah. I do find it like funny that they had Chris, the like older son, who's like just a dumbass. They had him like become like a. I don't think it was a incel, but it was like someone who's like pretty much like not thinking about sex at all. Like not even like angry, just not thinking about sex. And he didn't even do anything except the girl was like, "Hey, thanks," and they put their hand on his back, and immediately he reverted back to being the dumbass. And I'm like, what the fuck? All right, what do we got left?
A lot of small things because you clean them all up to the point of right before they're actually clean. So thanks, Matt.
Welcome.
I guess the Yamcha Family Guy, and there's no good reason for it. Yeah, I mean, is there ever a reason for a Yamcha to be a Yamcha?
To give us a meme.
No, that's a kind of post-mortem justification for a Yamcha being a Yamcha. That doesn't count.
Aw. I see one of our friends is playing Baldur's Gate 3. Nice. But that game is excellent. One game of the year. There we go, that's clean. Alright, come on, you stupid stairs. Oh yeah, speaking of cleaning crap, I took my car to a car wash today.
Okay.
Is it just this little... Oh my god, it is.
Wow, unsurprisingly, none of the bottoms of any of these things on the roof are clean.
There we go, it's clean. What?
Okay, let's see. Are you still using the 0 degree?
A little bit, yeah. I was using the 15 degree. What part of this is dirty? Here. Like, this is clean. What the fuck? What am I missing here?
Literally everything.
What else is there on the underside, man? There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Where was it?
the underside, where you think. Like, so sad how much personality he has from the moment he's introduced, and it just kind of gets boiled down into Bulma simp. Yeah. There you go.
That's where that was? Are you...
Why are you surprised? It's not that strange that it's like that.
It's just this thing.
It was the bottom. Nice. That's the loudest scrolling I've ever heard.
Ooh.
All right. Well, let's see what we got next, and then we'll end it.
Yep. Let's wrap it up. Let me see if I can buy something from the shop real quick, too.
Actually, yeah, go check and see if you can get
It's the ancient statue.
Oh, boy. Yeah, definitely go look and see if you can get the triple degree.
No.
Hmm.
Are you sure it's under equipment?
Well, it should be. Let's see. Triple... nozzles. Oh, you have to do the next one 5 stars, and then you can buy it.
Now you have to do the next mission.
Yeah, and it costs 2,400.
Okay.
Well, anyway,
All right. Well, that'll do it for us today. Chat. Thanks to Wada for stopping by. Thanks, Greg, for being in the chat, even though you're sick. Come join us once again on Tuesday. Are we gonna do a earlier stream? Because I technically don't have to give a shit about going to an office and back right now.
Whether or not any of the rest of us are going to be here, though, is anybody's guess.
I know, but like, what time do you want to start streaming? 'Cause it's probably gonna come back online around like 6, like usual. And stream might get. We'll talk about if we want to stream early.
6.
I know, but like, well, I mean, that's what time the servers are gonna come back. You know, they got for maintenance.
Oh.
Like it'll be like between 4 and 6 for the servers. So yeah, we'll figure out a time to stream. But yeah, that'll do it for us. Come join us this week for the. I guess this is technically the finale of Penacony. This isn't the final one, but this is the 3rd act.
This is the final bit of the main story.
Yes, it's the final bit before the epilogue, like with the Lafu, except this is a better story than the Lafu.
And I will also be doing Robin polls at the beginning.
Greg will be doing Robin polls, and then...
Did you just say Greg will be doing Robin polls?
Yes, I'm an idiot. Well, Greg, are you going to do Robin polls? Yes, he might. All right, that's good enough for me. Fine. Yeah, but yeah, Daniel's going to do some Robin polls.
I'm going to pull until I get a 5-star, whether or not I get Robin.
Yeah, we'll check with your pities later. But yeah. And then I'm going to be pulling for Firefly after that, when she comes around.
Well, that's not until 6 months.
I know, it's 6 weeks. It's 2-3. So I got more time to farm more credits. More tickets. But that'll do it. Thank you everyone for watching, and we shall see you later. Have a good night.